Have you guys heard of the Muppet Joker? Yes or no? Muppet Joker. Are we familiar? You're about to learn.
Greetings, Homo sapiens.
You're about to
My
learn,
name is
child.
Kermit. I also respond to the Joker, the Croaker, the Clown Prince of Crime, Dark Muppet, and Mr. the Frog.
Mr. the
Pronouns are
Frog!
self-explanatory. I am a Kermit and Joker combined kin type with kin memories. I also ship Kermit with the Joker and am in a romantic relationship with both of them. Do not interact. Other Kermit
Do not
/ Joker kin
interact.
types. People who post about wearing felt, the material I am made of as Kermit. Marvel fans, self-explanatory. Raylo shippers, disgusting. Hank Green apologists. Minors or people over 30, just a preference.
Minors or
People who use
people
AI,
over 30.
support independent artists. Women, females, get off my blog, foids. People who are afraid of seeing what darkness and depravity look like. Heh, run while you can. Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. The users of Tumblr.com
Can I confess something? Okay. Back in the day, I used to be an Onision fan, and I watched this person's videos on Onision making fun of his books, and I got really mad on behalf of Onision because I was like, how dare you make fun of his books? His books are good. He poured his heart and soul into those books. Who cares if they're bad? It's not that big a deal. I never even read the books, mind you. I just defended them. And I just want to apologize, I guess, to Strange Eons for being an Onision fan in my developmental years.
been pestering me for a couple of months now to talk about this blog called The Muppet Joker.
The Muppet
I was initially
Joker!
adverse to making a video about The Muppet Joker. I believe him to
I
be
forgive
a
you,
very
thank you.
transparent troll for a number of reasons. And not just, oh no, it's too ridiculous. It's far too ridiculous to be a real person. No, okay, that's never a reliable metric for detecting trolls. Freaks beyond our wildest dreams are out there, okay? I have better
Freaks
reasons
beyond our wildest
for
dreams.
thinking, nay, knowing that The Muppet Joker is a troll. But it has come to
I
my
don't think The
attention that
Muppet Joker
number of
is a
people
troll. I think
are
Muppet Joker is legit.
100% convinced of this blog's reality. It's definitely going around out there that the Muppet Joker is serious and not a troll, especially given the great Easter dinner
been forgiven,
fucking
Taiga.
of
Thank you,
2024,
thank you.
which has united both Tumblr and Reddit in fascination. So I am going to do my best to provide you a summary of the Muppet Joker saga, and it can only ever really be a summary. In the words of the Muppet Joker himself, my blog is too vast for any archive, and no video could properly contain my madness. It would be hubris to even try. And you know what? He's right. It is hubris to even try. And so I have to admit, I can only ever truly give you a summary of the Muppet Joker's true madness. Even his blog can only be considered a summary of the true madness. None of us will ever be inside the mind of the Muppet Joker.
The
mainly
Muppet
because
Joker.
He's not a real person. But,
The Croaker.
okay, so who is the Muppet Joker? He's a 22-year-old American man. He
Oh.
goes by Kermit after the Frog. He hates all women and feminism, and he protests the feminist movement by not speaking to women. You are not allowed to interact with him if you are a woman. Lucky for him, he is also gay, so he just really has no use for women whatsoever. Come here, women. Come here. You're not allowed on his blog, but you can get your Muppet Joker education from me. Don't worry. And he's made it
Okay.
very clear he doesn't like me specifically, so we're safe. We're safe from him here. He can't get us in this video. The Muppet Joker is also fiction kin. The most well-known kin out there, I guess, would be other kin, which is people who believe they have the souls of animals. Following that logic, fiction kin would refer to someone having the soul of a fictional character.
Right.
Fact kin would refer to deceased or currently living celebrities. And while I do
That's-
believe that
okay.
the Muppet Joker is a troll, many people who identify as other kin, fiction kin, or fact kin are not trolls. These are huge communities which have always been very visible on Tumblr. So, as he says, he has detailed memories of being both Kermit the Frog and the Joker. He also ships
not
them
Knuff.
together and writes fan fiction about them. He himself is also romantically involved with Kermit the Frog and the Joker, who he also is. I have not one, but two boyfriends now. Better yet, neither of them ever leave my side, as they exist within me, and they and I are all three in one in the same. It's a bit like the Christian concept of the Trinity, if you think about it. The Muppet Joker loves a good Bible reference.
Oh my god. I have not one but two boyfriends now. Better yet, neither of them ever leave my side as they exist within me, and they and I are all three in one in the same. Are all three in one in the same. It's a bit like, oh my god.
In the same. It's a bit like the Christian concept of the Trinity, if you think about it. The Muppet Joker loves a good Bible reference, given that he is a devout Catholic. In fact, a more recently discovered secondary kin of his is Adam from the Bible. So he's Kermit the Frog and the Joker, and also dating them. And also he's the reincarnation of Adam from the Bible. I'll let you process that information for a moment.
Are you guys following along?
About this video sponsor, Helix.
Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands while you watch this sponsorship.
And shipped conveniently straight to your door. Everyone's different, everyone sleeps differently, and Helix takes this into account, which is why they have a sleep quiz, which will help match you with your perfect mattress based on your preferences and your body type. If you sleep with a partner, you can take the quiz together and find a mattress that's the perfect compromise for the two of you. Based on my results, Helix matched me with their Twilight Luxe mattress. Ooh, Twilight Luxe. It's one of their firmest mattresses. I do prefer a firm mattress because I've got demons who live in my spine. Their name is scoliosis, and it makes it very easy
I love this
for me to
chat
mess up
login.
my day
Noxy,
if I
stop
don't
making
sleep
everything about
on an
yourself.
optimal surface. I've had my Helix mattress for around 2 years now.
Skip. Oh my god, she has a hairless cat.
Fan of my Helix mattress. The Helix Plate you should be doing this. It's actually extremely difficult to get cautious out of this bed until around noon, so really you should be doing. They've got the Yuki and Straightboard Prison. Do as I say, not as I do, kids. I love my Helix mattress, so if you're in the market for a new bed, go check them out. Now is a great time to do that. It's too free. That link will be regularly now. In the beginning, it was pretty tame. He reblogged a lot of Joker and Kermit fan art, a lot of edgy text posts, Joker quotes. He tended to keep his commentary in the tags of the posts he reblogged. Don't ever cross me, or I'll make you realize why Angel and Anger are one letter apart. Hashtag Muppet Joker quotes, hashtag Joe Kermit, hashtag Joe Kermit core, hashtag Dark Kermit, hashtag Muppet Joker has filled graveyards, hashtag The Madness. I demand to be called Mr. the Frog from now on. That's how I'll be signing all my documents. Joker the Frog, Kermit Prince of Crime, Kermit Joker, Mr. the Frog. I like the sound of that. Ha 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 ha, evil laughter. Dark Muppet, why so serious? It's not easy being green. The Madness. I am the real puppet master. God Kermit, Dark Carnival. What's genius is that he didn't write any of these posts. These are all other Tumblr users writing these posts.
Oh, wait, what? Do you get...
Unironically. But he's curating his vibe and
he's curating his vibe. He's curating his vibe.
Before the Madness. Hashtag fuck you, Miss Piggy. Hashtag traitor bitch. Hashtag red pilled. Hashtag kin memories. Me on my throne looking at you fools. On May 10th, he finally made his first original text post. Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Why so serious? Then later that day, massively taking things up a notch with, you want to know how I got these scars? They crucified me. All work and no play makes Kermit a dull Muppet. All work and no play makes Kermit a dull Muppet. All work and no play makes Kermit a dull Muppet. All work and no play makes Kermit a dull Muppet. All work and no play makes Kermit a dull Muppet. I'm doing that! I'm reading! Are you cracked? I'm reading literature over here. It's gonna get worse than this. You wanna hear
this
something?
Is fucking insane. Do you guys think this is real? Or do you think it's just like an... So what do you think? Is it just an elaborate hoax? Or is it something more?
Deep? Yeah. I may be made of felt, but I have never truly felt accepted. Hashtag depressed Kermit. Hashtag the pain.
I may be made of felt, but I have never truly felt accepted is crazy.
Hashtag Sigma male quotes. Hashtag society. His blog then went inactive for 8 months. He didn't post for 8 months after this.
8 months!
But wait, February 13th, 2024. You fucking fools thought you could test me? And this comeback is when he wrote his iconic DNI, when he kind of started to brand himself as the Muppet Joker that we all know and love today. He also began to publish his not safe for work Joker x Kermit fanfiction, his bright red lips carved into that stunning smile, leaving a trail of kisses along the green felt of my Muppet body. Kermit x Joker, male, not safe for work. Warnings, Muppet fucking, degradation, mention of corpses, implication of murder, sexual activity occurring on corpses. Dead dove do not eat. Dead dove do not eat is like fanfiction terminology for basically... It's a reference to this one meme with the dead dove in the bag where it says like, it's like dead dove do not eat written on a bag. And then he opens the bag and there's a dead dove in there and he goes, I don't know what I expected. So if you see dead dove do not eat on a fanfiction, it basically just means what I said is in here on the label. It's in here. If you don't like it.
Mysteriously attracted to him at the same time.
Thank you for the Prime Gaming.
TaigaxHolic.
Thank you. How's it going, Axel?
Don't read it. Don't consume it. Don't eat.
Dead dove do not eat. I need to start using that. Dead dove do not eat. Like, yeah, man. Like it's. What did you expect? Like, we need to start using that to gatekeep like fucking anime tourists.
The dead dove. So I haven't actually eaten not eat. And then he opens the bag and there's a dead dove in there and he goes, I don't know what I expected. So if you see dead dove do not eat on a fanfiction, it basically just means what I said is in here on the label. It's in here. If you don't like it, don't read it. Don't consume it. Don't eat the dead dove.
Don't eat the dead dove.
I haven't actually read this yet.
What if I want to eat the dead dove? Then don't
I don't know
complain.
how bad it is, but I guess I'm going to try and read it. Okay. Why so serious, Kermie? His deranged
Oh,
green
can I read?
orbs
Wait, I want to
peer-
read this. Why so serious, Kermie? His deranged green orbs pierced through the frog's small, trembling frame. The hole in the back of his felt, meant to be used by a professional puppeteer to move his mouth, was now being deliciously defiled by the clown prince of crime himself. Joker, Kermit moaned. He could feel the Joker's
burst through the frog's small trembling frame. The hole in the back of his felt, meant to be used by a professional puppeteer to move his mouth, was now being deliciously defiled by the clown prince of crime himself. Joker, Kermit moaned. He could feel the Joker's God, this would be a nightmare to wash out. The Joker began to laugh quietly to himself, as he always did when he Yeah, no, I don't know if this is, this one is just not safe for work, and when you click the read more, it says, imagine you're Kermit the Frog, and the Joker is eating out your Muppet hole. We're gonna be hearing more about Muppet holes today, I promise. Fanfiction sucks. I am actually an aspiring writer getting a degree for creative writing, so all of my fanfictions are well written. I know this for a fact. You will not be able to shake my confidence. Hashtag aspiring writer, hashtag writeblur, hashtag Kermit Joker, hashtag Kermit X Joker, hashtag fanfiction, hashtag anon-hate. As you can see, this is around the time he started to get a lot more attention, and on Tumblr that means getting asks. So thanks to the questions of the public, we started to truly see into the Joker mind. Hey, quick question, what the fuck is wrong with you? Many things. I am a twisted and dark individual with a penchant for chaos. The Joker lives within me and I cannot escape his madness. Similarly, Kermit lives within me and reminds me every day that I am nothing more to society than a puppet to be used to entertain.
Oh my god, you scared the fucking shit out of me. We're in the middle of art. Vale, thank you for the 5 gift subs. How's it going? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It helps out a lot as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're enjoying whatever this is.
The Joker lives within me and I cannot escape his madness. Similarly, Kermit lives within me and reminds me every day that I am nothing more to society than a puppet to be used to entertain. It makes me sick. You people make me sick. It literally says in my DNI to not fucking interact if you can't handle real darkness in a person. Kindly fuck off. What the fuck even is this blog? I'm dying laughing right now. It is a chronicle of a being, the only one of its kind, half Muppet, half Joker, twisted and dark and insane. Once a mere puppet used for entertainment, proverbial string is cut now. Can you picture it? Thinking you are in control. Hand in my Muppet hole, controlling my mouth, when suddenly wrist snaps in twain with my head spins around towards you. Out of control, I grin, and you wonder through the pain when I put clown makeup on my face. As my Muppet hole grows teeth and bites clean through your arm, you think, why a clown? This isn't funny anymore. It isn't funny, dear Anon, but I thought you were laughing. Ha ha ha. Guess I'm the only one laughing now. You are a sick delusion.
So what do you guys think? Is this real? Is this real? Is this real or what? Like, even if it's not real, it's still so well written that, like, there's still clearly a craftsmanship behind this. Douglas, I think of the 2 Go subs. Thank you. Mwah. The gift subs help us so much, guys. Thank you for paying my bills every month. Like, even if it's not real, there's, like, clearly a level of craftsmanship and dedication going on behind the scenes that, like, helps you write this, you know, like.
Delusional fuck. Joker, insightful as ever, darling Anon, almost as if I am, in part, the clown prince of crime himself. I am a dark and twisted in ways that would shadow your mind to comprehend. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha
Kermit,
ha.
gods, I love it when he gets deranged like this. You show the haters love. And later, you can show me exactly how dark and twisted you can be. In the bedroom. That is. Joker, sounds delightful to me, Kermit, my dear. Flashes you a fanged smile, then shoots you directly in the heart. Kermit, gasp. You've killed them, you violent son of a bitch. Take me right now on the bloody floor. Then, Kermit and the Joker begin to make out and explore each other's bodies. How can you hate Jim Henson when he created you? Kermit, would you hate your father if he stitched you together piece by piece, not caring if you were awake or in pain, and then forced you to perform on the Muppet Show against your will? Fuck, I would have been used for entertainment until my last day if it weren't for you, darling. Joker, I'm glad I could awaken your dark Muppet side. You look ravishing in the blood of all of your former Muppet friends. Kermit, don't remind me of that night, my prince. I may get too excited.
Oh.
Mr. K, I'm non-binary, but
What do you guys think? Like, what a terrible day to have ears. What do you mean? This is art, though. This is like art, though. This like is art. This is a masterpiece. Also, thank you, Manticore VT, for the follow. How's it going? This is art, though.
Assigned female at birth. Am I not allowed? I said I hate women, not non-binaries. I only hate some non-binaries who have earned my wrath. Gonzo, my ex-error, Two-Face, who I headcanon as bigender but hate nonetheless. Until you earn my rage, non-binary, you may remain my loyal disciple. I think you're the most inclusive misogynist I've ever seen. Congrats on that, I guess. I do not know how this continues to surprise people. I just hate women. That does not mean I hate the transgenders, if that's what you are referring to. Unless you are transgender women, then you fall under the category of women, and as I just stated, I will not like you in such a case. Hashtag red pilled, hashtag anti-feminist. Why do you hate women so much?
Based? Question mark? I mean, like, I think I respect that, you know? If you're a trans woman, I hate you because I hate women. It's fucking crazy. Cool, thank you for the chosen for 5 months in a row.
Mysteriously attracted
Do
to
you
him at
hate
the
people
same
with
time.
vaginas or people who identify as a woman? Fucking God, somebody make me a flowchart. I cannot be bothered or care about chromosomes or genitals or AGA or whatever. I care so little about human gentiles. I am barely even attracted to them, and I have far more concern with Muppet Hole. I do not care what gender someone was as a baby. I have a dislike for children, and I do not like thinking about them. Just tell me what gender you are now. I do not need your entire backstory or what gender you transed from, because I do not care. Are you a woman right now in this minute? Yes, then be gone. Just like the inverse of a turf.
What the fuck? That's so crazy. Are you a woman in this minute? Yes, then be gone. Fucking God, somebody make me a flowchart. I cannot be bothered to care about chromosomes or genitals or AGAB or whatever the fuck. I care so little about human genitals. I am barely even attracted to them, as I have far more concern with Muppet Hole. I do not care what gender someone was as a baby because I have a dislike for children, and I do not like thinking about them. Just tell me what gender you are now. I do not need to know your entire backstory or what gender you trans from because I do not care. Are you a woman right now in this minute? Yes? Then be gone. Bravo. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love that. I love that. It's just like, it's poetry. It really is. It really is. Out of context sounds crazy. In context, it sounds crazy. There's no context or this does not sound insane. Cinema. Absolute cinema.
Right now in this minute? Yes, then be gone. Radical feminist. The inverse of a turf. Trans-exclusionary radical feminist. Trans-inclusive radical misogynist. Yeah. Get therapy before you kill someone, you freak. Joke's on you. Huh. I almost did kill someone last year in September. Just stood there watching them asphyxiate. That's what they got for messing with me. Learn from their foolish mistake and on, and don't fuck with the Joker.
The
Dude,
Joker.
Stop vague posting about Error and Ash and I. We didn't break up with you.
Can you
over
guys
a
clip that? You guys are clipping that,
misunderstanding.
right?
It was because
If you guys are actually my fans, if you guys actually like my content even a little bit, you would have clipped that segment. But you didn't, did you? You hate me. You hate me. Good night, Alpaca. Good night, good night. I forgore. Yeah. You guys are the reason nobody loves me. I give you fucking gold. I give you pure fucking gold and you can't even clip it. SMH.
Physically had to wrestle Error's EpiPen out of your hands because you wanted to teach them a lesson. They almost died because you refused to help them while they were having an anaphylactic shock. All because they didn't like your shitty Joker/Kermit smut. You gotta move on. We all have you blocked for a reason. Get help and leave us the fuck alone. Well, isn't this interesting? You come onto my blog, my own personal safe haven, knowing for a fact that I don't want you here and that you violate several of the conditions of my DNI. And you're telling me to leave you alone? I can post about whatever the fuck I want here. You're just bitter you can't control me anymore. Cannot limit how I express my feelings like you did with the Error incident. And they didn't almost die. They were being dramatic, and they always are, and you know it. Enjoy what remains of our polycule. Honestly, I'm shocked you three are still together. Huh. Maybe you deserve each other. Feeling
Damn.
vengeful tonight, maybe I will find the new account of my 3 exes, Count Your Days, Error, Ash, and Raven. Or
Error,
maybe I will
Ash,
find
and
that little
Raven.
bitch the polycule replaced me with. What was his name? The one that kins Gonzo? Funny how they claimed they hated me, and yet my replacement is another fucking Muppet kin. Watch your back, Gonzo. I'm not feeling merciful tonight. Error,
Watch your back, Gonzo.
I have bought a sword. This weekend I am coming to Ohio to destroy you.
It would be Ohio.
Tomorrow I am going to my ex's college campus with a sword I bought online. I will stand in the center of campus and yell and refuse to leave until they appear and face me in a duel. I will have my closure. He did not, however, make it to Ohio to destroy them, as his drama with his ex was quickly overshadowed by drama with his family. Try unlocking your real memories from your real trauma instead of fake ones where you're a specific Muppet. Kin memories are real, you ignorant slut! Flips you off with my green Muppet hand while laughing. And you want my real trauma? You want to know why I'm so sick and twisted? A life of being shunned and surrounded by idiots. When I was a child, my father had a sick obsession with horses. He'd drive over to our private stables every day to make sure they were fed, groomed, and in high spirits, despite the fact that we had already hired stable hands to do so. Meanwhile, he would often miss my bowling tournaments, music performances, my badminton games.
If I clip it, I'm afraid someone might use it out of context to attack you. I don't care. It's just funny. Clip me, Chad. Clip me.
And had no.
If you're my real TaigaxHolics, clip me. Clip me, please! Post me out of context! I want a viral meme so fucking bad! Oh, I'm never gonna go viral.
Guilt about emotionally neglecting my entire childhood. My mother, on the other hand, has always been a shrill and obnoxious woman who does not care that her voice literally gives me sensory issues and will talk to me for hours at a time.
They give it to they give the prime, they give the prime.
It's 5 a.m. Why still up?
I feel like it. I can be. I'm having a sleepover. I'm having a slumber party. We're staying up all night because my mom said we could.
Supportive of my lifestyle. She did not understand my ex-polycule. She kept asking which one I was dating and would weaponize her incompetence and act confused when I said all of them. She refuses to call me Kermit or acknowledge the fact that I am a Muppet. She also tries to tell me that acting like the Joker does not make me the Joker. I hate being gaslit by her like this every time she comes into my room every day. This does not even account for my trauma with my ex-polycule, who all turned against me for stupid bullshit. There. That doesn't even scratch the surface. Hope you're happy now and on. Hashtag depressed Kermit. Hashtag toxic polycule. My father's favorite horse, Bucephalus, has gotten mysteriously ill.
My father's favorite horse, Bucephalus. Okay.
My father's favorite horse, Bucephalus, has gotten mysteriously ill. If he dies, maybe I'll finally be the favorite son instead of playing second fiddle to a fucking animal. Hashtag anti-horse. Hashtag emotional neglect. Hashtag toxic parent. Hashtag daddy issues. Hashtag I hate my father's horses. Hashtag poor Bucephalus. Hashtag hope father forgets that I was the person who fed him last. Huh. Idiots. Someone commented you should be in jail. Doesn't poisoning horses count as animal cruelty? No, that was self-defense. I am against animal cruelty. Fuck off and never say this to me again. Private investigator apparently has determined that none of the stable hands likely could have done it. Parents remembered that I fed Bucephalus. Father sometimes makes me take care of the horses to teach me responsibility or some shit. Right before he got sick. They think that I poisoned the horse. I am no longer allowed near the horses. Bucephalus wins this round. Father is siding with a horse over me. Hashtag anti-horse. I actually kin Bucephalus, and you talking about how much you hate him/me is really disrespectful. I'm going to make a new saddle out of felt so I can feel better. Prove you kin that fucking horse. Get on all fours, eat an amount of avocados that is toxic to horses, and die. Nay.
Wait. Wait a second here. Prove you kin that horse, get on all fours and eat an amount of avocados that is toxic to horses and die. Dude, did he, how many avocados did he feed that horse? How many avocados did he feed the horse? I did the thing. Thank you for doing the thing. Thank you, Void King. See, Void King, you're a true fan. You're a true TaigaxHolic. You're a true, we need more people like you in chat, Void. We need more people like you.
Horse. Get on all fours, eat an amount of avocados that is toxic to horses, and die. Nay. Oh, look who's a fucking comedian. Did you see that, everyone? The funny Muppet guy is traumatized by horses. Let's all fucking remind him of it and harass him because it's so funny. I'm laughing so hard everyone is laughing. Wait, what's that? No one thinks it's fucking funny. You're all alone up on their stage? Jingle your bells, little jester, without an audience to care about you. It's the closest you'll get to hearing applause. Hashtag
I love that. Jingle your bells, little jester. Without an audience to care about you, it's the closest you'll get to hearing applause. Holy shit, dude.
to care about you. It's the closest you'll get to hearing applause. Hashtag you wish you were me. Don't fucking test me. Besides attempted horse murder, another interest of the Muppet Jokers lately has been reality shifting. Wish me luck. I am once again attempting to shift to a reality where I can kill my ex. This is a desired reality where murder is considered ethical, otherwise it would be pretty messed up of me to kill in another reality. Just out of curiosity, is God present in all realities? When you've shifted to another reality where murder is not morally wrong, for example, is God there? Are you still Catholic? No, I shift to realities where God cannot see me, so that I can do what I please without violating his word. How does this make sense? Do you just choose what you want to be true and pretend it is? You're living in this self-made world that is completely detached from reality. You're so delusional, you need more help than you're getting right now. People have told me that shifting into a version of my current reality where killing is considered ethical so that I can take out people who have wronged me is immoral, but that's how I cope with violent impulses, and also the moral system of that reality states that killing people is not immoral. So what are your thoughts? He sent this to a actual reality shifting blog. Hi, thanks for the question. I personally believe that it's messed up. That is definitely not a healthy coping mechanism because they're real people there too. I get that they wronged you, but murder is not the solution. Maybe have a therapist desired reality, and that can help you work on coping healthy. So this
Desired reality
plotline in the Muppet Joker saga began with some beef that he had going on with another Tumblr user. He started the fight over like some disagreement about the Batman universe or the Batman canon or something like that. He's really good at interacting with other Tumblr users, at starting beef with other Tumblr users. He's always responding to other people's posts, sending asks to other blogs, putting things in popular tags. Like, he's very good at getting attention from other Tumblr users and then starting beef with them. So he started beef with this one Tumblr user, and it resulted in that person's followers starting some kind of a joke that they were actually star-crossed lovers and that he had gotten her pregnant, and then she
Morality's
came back and was
real.
like, this is not true, he did not get me pregnant.
I just
pregnant.
reality shift to a reality
so
where
anyone,
there are no morals.
Everyone is teasing the Muppet Joker about being pregnant or having a baby, and he turns around and does this. I wasn't fucking around. If any of you idiots refer to me as pregnant / imply that I have impregnated anyone, my Aunt Kimberly will receive an insulting text. I hope you're happy. And so he texts his pregnant Aunt Kimberly, your baby will be ugly. Actually, I just talked to the Joker and Kermit, and they told me you're pregnant. Stop calling me pregnant or Aunt Kimberly will fucking suffer.
What? Aunt Kimberly, leave Aunt Kimberly
you
alone!
Make me sick. Are you okay? Do I need to call your mom again? No. No, as in do not call my mom. Yes, I am fine. Dude, congrats on the baby. How far along are you? It's pretty late, isn't it? Maybe you should go to bed. You will probably give your child fetal alcohol syndrome given your history with drinking. I am 22. I stay up late. Coulter, I don't appreciate you bringing up my past like that. I grew past that struggle a very long time ago, and I've heard you would bring it up like that. Don't call me that. I am Kermit. Prenatal glow is not accurate to describe you, meaning you are ugly while pregnant. Hope you Anons feel fucking stupid. My mother just yelled at me on the phone. She said I need to delete Tumblr or she will stop paying my tuition. I'm gonna have to fucking drop out. Thanks a lot, guys. My mother has requested that I publicly apologize for the last several posts. There is nothing wrong with being pregnant, and it was wrong of me to be cruel to my Aunt Kimberly. I will also be taking a break from Tumblr for a while. Here is proof I apologized to my aunt and admitted I was wrong. Mom called. She said, I have to tell you I'm sorry. I was doing this to teach my Tumblr haters a lesson. Sorry. But also you called me Coulter again, and my name is Kermit. I appreciate your apology, but it's not okay to treat other people like this. If you're being bullied online, maybe it's time to put the phone down instead of lashing out at others. I hope you have a good night. I love you.
This is
heart
insane.
emoji. It was this or give my mom the password to my account. I am not fucking letting her read my fanfiction. I am also not deleting it. My passion is creative writing. I am literally a creative writing major. I want to publish my shit. Hope you guys are happy. This is so bullshit.
Dude.
I convinced my mother that I need this blog for my mental health, and she agreed to give it back if I got a job, and since I have applied for a job, I convinced her that was good enough. I am back. Crazy how your real name is Coulter, which has the word colt in it, which means horse. My father always loved horses more than me. It is painful to even think about. When Bucephalus kicked me in the head, I was scolded for startling him, not comforted. Coulter is the name I was given, but it is not my real name. I am Kermit, 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 I am Kermit. Every day my Joker rage increases. I am barely able to contain it, but the dripping Muppet hole of my dear lover keeps me from going fully off the deep end. Never underestimate the healing power of sexual intercourse with a Muppet. Hashtag Joker thoughts. Hashtag my twisted mind. Hashtag Joker x Kermit. Hashtag the madness. Hashtag Muppet sexual. Hashtag Muppet kink.
This person needs help seriously. This poor guy needs serious help. I don't know that he does. I think maybe he should just be left to do his thing, you know? He just needs to leave his Aunt Kimberly alone and stop talking to her. This is the best shit I have ever heard. This is like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Are you attracted to Muppets and puppets in general, or just Kermit? All Muppets, but Kermit and I are committed to one another. Brother, post a picture of your plushy Kermit hole to prove you're real, otherwise you're just a LARP. I have posted plenty of close-ups. How would you like the entire Kermit spread out for your viewing pleasure? I also could never delete Tumblr because where else would I discuss Muppet sex? Hashtag I will endure the hatred. And the lies. What's your stance on abortion? I am pro-life because I have to endure this reality with my dark and twisted soul.
What the
Everyone
fuck?
else must endure it with me. Also, abortion is considered a sin in the Catholic Church. Do you truthfully have the moral standing to call abortion bad for Catholicism reasons when you recklessly spill seed in a Kermit hand puppet? With wild abandon, my liege. My relationship with my faith is unique and personal. I believe there is nothing in the Bible or official Catholic doctrine that condemns puppet fucking. Nothing in the Bible condemns
What
Muppet fucking.
the fuck? Oh my god. Oh, this is peak. No, yeah, like this is art.
The Bible and general Catholic stuff condemn premarital sex that implies you and Kermit are married. Do you consider you guys married? Kermit and I have a bond that extends beyond what marriage could encapsulate, as we share a mind, body, and soul. I feel that our union is acceptable in the Catholic Church. Does your family know about Kermit and Joker being your boyfriends?
Hello, Yeti.
No, they would
Yeah.
never understand. They refuse to accept me as is. Even my aunt and uncle have uninvited me from Easter dinner, which we do yearly. Why were you uninvited from Easter dinner? My aunt and uncle claimed to forgive me for a previous incident. Apparently, they lied. They believe I am a danger to my pregnant aunt, which is hurtful and untrue. Later that very same day, March 21st, 2024 was the day that these posts were made by the Muppet Joker. And later that very same day, the plot thickened considerably.
Oh?
The following was posted to the Am I the Asshole board on Reddit. If you're unfamiliar with the concept
No.
of Am I the Asshole, people post these kind of personal anecdotes from their
No.
lives, these kind of conflicts they've been in, and then they let the Reddit community decide whether they are being the asshole in the situation. All great fun for the whole family. So, this was posted to Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for refusing to host Easter dinner if nephew is invited? Throw away because wife knows my account. Another actually pretty good excuse for this being a new account with no history. I, 37, and my wife, 35, have been arguing about this all week.
Guys.
Our nephew, 22, has always been troubled, and even though sister-in-law, 44, and brother-in-law, 48, putting the ages thing is just like a Reddit convention, don't worry about it. Sister-in-law, brother-in-law have always treated him well. Some examples of his unsettling behavior: he was caught feeding one of brother-in-law's horses avocados, poisonous to horses, to make it sick. I have dogs and don't want to—
Chat. Chat, is this real? Chat, is this real? Chat, is this real? Is this real? Chat.
to hurt them as well. He demands to be called the names of two specific fictional characters. He believes he is these characters, reincarnated. If you call him by his real name or refuse to go along with his delusions, he becomes aggressive. He carries around a plush of one of these characters everywhere. There is a hole in the back. The hole is stained. I have tried not to jump to conclusions about what he does to that plush, and failed. It smells rancid, and honestly just thinking about that thing makes me want to vomit. I have tried so hard to be patient with his quirks, as my wife puts it, but what really pushed me over the edge was an incident that occurred a few weeks ago. For context, wife has struggled with infertility our entire marriage, and we had given up on having our own kid until we recently discovered she is pregnant. Given the fact that she's 35, we've been surprised and overjoyed. A few weeks ago,
35?
wife started randomly getting
35 isn't that late, is it? It's like not that bad.
rude texts from nephew, insulting our baby. One text implied that our baby would have fetal alcohol syndrome due to my wife's previous drinking problem, even though she's been sober for years. I wanted to call up that insensitive brat and tear into him, but wife insisted that we gently let him know via text that we didn't appreciate his comments. When he kept going and my wife started crying, I called sister-in-law. She was able to shut him down and get him to apologize. I have no idea what the hell got into him, but I suspect it has to do with his hatred of women. Wife believes that he may be on the spectrum / have undiagnosed mental illness, and that he needs to be treated patiently. I think he has been coddled his entire life, and it has only made him worse. I think if someone—
Hold on. Okay. I heard Hayate yelping, I thought, upstairs, but then they went silent, so I don't know what happened. I'm kind of spooked. It's kind of spooky, because it's like 5 a.m. She usually wouldn't be like yapping this early. She'd be asleep. So I don't know. It'll be fine. If I hear anything more, I'll go up and check with a weapon, but...
One doesn't put their foot down, his behavior will escalate into something dangerous. Here's where I may be the asshole. Every year, wife and I host Easter dinner for the entire family. Wife has already forgiven nephew for the incident and is insisting we invite him so that he isn't isolated from his family, something she believes will worsen his behavior. I see her reasoning, but enough is enough. I refused. I said she is being a doormat like everyone else in the family when it comes to him, and that our man-child of a nephew can't just make her cry and get away with it with an empty apology. Some of my friends are saying that I'm being controlling and that I can't stop her from seeing her own family. I feel like I'm going insane. Am I the asshole? You're not the asshole, and honestly, I wouldn't want him around my wife if I were in your shoes. He sounds a bit dangerous, the horses, for example, and abusive. He needs help, and his parents need to step up and realize that he needs serious intervention and attention. You setting this boundary might be the exact thing they need to actually do something about him. Yes, it will be hard, and yes, it might cause a family 22, rift,
yeah.
But you could preface it with, we love him and care about him, but don't want him around us until he gets help. Stand firm. This is about protecting your wife, and tell her so, and your sanity. Piggybacking off this to add, I wouldn't want him anywhere near the child. OP, you need to tell your wife right now she is deluding herself to think she's being smart or safe about this. Nephew has a history of aggression.
How are they not even acknowledging the stained plushie? Real, yeah, I don't know.
You want around a pregnant woman?
I don't know.
A helpless infant? This young man needs help, and he needs it yesterday. Yes, the animal cruelty is a clear sign of him being an actual psychopath. The issue is how to make your wife see this without pushing it. Most people
I don't know how much of this I believe.
Capable of such cruelty. You'll have to be very gentle if you intend to discuss it all. Worst comes to worst, very
is this real chat?
Watch the food and drink. Personally, I can't believe anyone in the family puts up with that utterly disgusting plushie. I mean, how can they expect you to bring your future child around that? His parents got it for him when he was a kid. They thought it was cute when he brought it everywhere. I think on some level they still see him as a child, so they kind of refuse to acknowledge what he does to that thing. When he was a kid. Hello? He's 22? That's not cute anymore. It's creepy. And a little bit scary. Your in-laws are seriously demented for allowing and encouraging his behavior. Reddit was in unanimous and passionate agreement that the Muppet Joker needed to be stopped.
The Muppet Joker needs to be stopped.
My aunt and uncle's Easter dinner. I will be dressed as the Joker, so they know I am dangerous and take me seriously. Once I tell them my speech, they will be humiliated and regret ever uninviting me. Don't test the monster in me. Update on the nephew/Easter dinner situation. This bizarre series of events started on Easter and has only gotten weirder since. For those of you who did not read/don't remember my original post, my nephew was banned from our current Easter dinner due to a concerning pattern of behavior, including recent disturbing text messages to my pregnant wife about her unborn child. Since then, his parents eventually agreed not to bring him, after a lot of arguing. Sister-in-law and nephew's mother eventually admitted that he may need professional help, and the wife and I may have some reason to be worried about our safety around him. And on Easter, our worries were proven more than reasonable. Our dinner was interrupted by aggressive pounding on the door. I don't know how to put this without it sounding insane, so here goes. Nephew was at our door, holding a sword and dressed as the Joker. He tried to say something, but I slammed the door in his face and told everyone inside what was going on. Chaos, predictably, ensued. Brother-in-law, a generally calm guy who I've never seen freak out or get angry, turned beet red and went outside. He ended up literally chasing nephew around our house, screaming at him, in an attempt to get him to leave. Neighbors came outside and sister-in-law went into damage control mode, talking down one concerned neighbor from calling the police somehow. He dropped his sword in the chase, and brother-in-law tackled him on our front lawn. They got him into sister-in-law's car somehow, and they left with him. Easter dinner was ruined. Wife was in tears. I was so mad I was shaking. Good news is that this was a wake-up call for sister-in-law and brother-in-law. Under threat of them withdrawing financial support, nephew has agreed to seek therapy and surrender access to his Tumblr blog, which he previously would spend hours a day posting on. His mother went through it and found a lot of alarming posts, including content about his hatred of women, screenshots posted of his text exchange with my wife, with captions bragging about his hurtful behavior, and several disturbing fanfictions with violent sexual content. They believe him being online is worsening his behavior and are hoping that limiting his access and forcing him into therapy will help. Thank you for all who convinced me to stand my ground in the comments of my original post. This did not go well. Unsure about the future of this blog. Mother believes Tumblr is fueling my quote-unquote delusion that I am the Joker. She does not respect my canon identity. Will continue answering asks/writing fanfiction once this quote-unquote intervention bullshit blows over.
Oh my
Perhaps
god.
bringing a sword to Easter dinner was too far. Mother has returned my phone to me, and I can keep it as long as I stay in therapy and do not have any more quote-unquote episodes. Have you seen the Reddit post about you? I have been informed of my Uncle Steven's decision to post my private life on the internet behind my back in an effort to humiliate me. I cannot freely speak my mind on the matters, as I fear one of you inbred Redditors will tell him, and he will tell on me to my mother, and I will have my phone taken away again, so I will leave it at that. Hey, are you gonna...
Okay, like, it's like so out there, but this all still seems like very plausible. I'm torn on if this is fake or not. I really am. Because, like, it is insane. It's 100% insane, but it's all, like, very well written and plausible, right? Like, if it is fake, it's a very well written fake. It's cohesive, okay? But maybe a little too cohesive.
Address your Reddit fame and your family disowning you? I see Reddit as beneath me. I cannot discuss my feelings about my aunt and uncle without risking losing my phone again. I do hope, however, that with the increase in haters, there will be an increase in fans of literature reading my fanfictions. Perhaps someone with connections to publishers, so that I may start my journey to becoming a famous writer. I have not had access to my Kermit plushie for some time. I feel the telltale signs of a Joker rage brewing, pounding in my head, frequent erections, a fearful anger that sets my teeth on edge if I am not able to release this.
Run that by me again. I've not had access to my Kermit plushie for some time. I feel the telltale signs of a Joker rage brewing, a pounding in my head, frequent erections, a fearful anger that sets my teeth on edge. If I'm not able to release this tension, I will certainly have blood on my hands, and I do not have enough money from Starbucks to pay for whatever damage I may cause.
Tension, I will certainly have blood on my hands, and I do not have enough money from Starbucks
Frequent
to pay for
erections.
whatever damage I may cause. Oh yeah, he had I don't know if I saved these links, but there was another post where he was talking about how he went into a Joker rage at badminton practice and caused $400 worth of damage, and so he had to start working at Starbucks to pay off the damage from his badminton practice Joker rage.
Oh.
I could not make this shit up. I think part of the reason why I've actually become quite enthralled with the Muppet Joker is that, like, I could not fucking begin to make this shit up.
That's like my thing, right? Like, this is like, how do you make this stuff up? Like, this is like really well written, right? You know what I mean? Like, it is just so detailed. It almost, like, I mean, like the guy, like I guess he said he wanted to go to school. Like, maybe it is just like, it's too well written, I guess. But that's kind of like what, I don't know. Like, I'm inclined to believe it. I'm inclined to believe there's some truth to it. I don't know, man.
Created such a good character. So the whole Easter
Hi Tiger, random butter dog, wishing you a great night. Thank you, Cadence
did in fact
Bob.
seem to calm down over the next couple of weeks. Throughout April, he became obsessed with one of his Starbucks coworkers by the name of Ethan, who had entrancing Kermit-like green hair. He posted often about his love for Ethan, their budding relationship. He posted pictures of his shrine to Ethan, all actual photographs removed for privacy reasons, but it was like this really Catholic-looking shrine.
Thank you, Val. Thank you for the
somebody
clip.
asked him, I want to create an altar for a coworker, like the Muppet Joker did. Where do I start? Imagery from whatever god/gods you are beholden to, some elevated surface with nice decorations, items previously owned by the coworker, trash they have thrown away works, pictures of yourself and them to manifest a relationship. Be warned, however, that even the most beautiful altar may fail, and that you may be fired and painted as a creep or a stalker if your love fails to see your devotion. Do you still work with Ethan? Is that a name or a code name? Not anymore. Because he cut off his hair for the shrine. Why is Ethan so mad at you for cutting his hair for your altar? He should be fucking grateful. That is what I thought. But he is so mad, I think he hates me. He screamed at me. Are you still going to try and date Ethan, or is his betrayal final? I do not know. It is also fresh that I have not processed it yet. Part of me thinks I have a chance with him, but that may just be wishful
Okay,
thinking.
like, I know we're saying it's fake, but like the fact that like the arc continues, right? Like, this guy's got like a life, you know what I mean? he's very well developed. His blog posts, like, they flow, right? It doesn't just focus. Wait, who's Ethan? They just said Ethan is his coworker. He got a job at Starbucks to help pay for a bunch of badminton rackets that he destroyed. So he had to get a job at Starbucks to help pay that off. And then Ethan is his coworker who he had a crush on because Ethan had dyed green hair. The arc continuing is what makes it feel like it's fake? No, that's what makes it feel like it's real.
Thinking, I am holding his hair to comfort myself. And then more family drama ensued.
Oh my God.
Father has packed his bags and left. Mother is not handling this well. I am Muppet, I am Joker, I am Kermit, I am Croaker, I am Froggy, I am Crown, I am Bleeding, I am Crown, I am Praying, I am Knelt, I am Needle.
Wait. I am Muppet, I am Joker, I am Kermit, I am Croaker, I am Froggy, I am Crown. Oh my God. I am Muppet, I am Joker. I am Kermit, I am Croaker. I am Froggy, I am Clown. I am bleeding, I am Crown. I am praying, I am knelt. I am needles, I am felt. I am screaming, I am strong. I am free, and I am gone. I am strange, and I am odd. I am you, and I am God. Dude. 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 Bars. Bars. Actual bars.
Needles, I am felt. I am screaming, I am strong, I am free. I am gone. I am strange, I am odd. I am you, and I am God. Hope you're doing okay. I'm doing well, thank you. I can get myself through anything with my strength and sheer raw power. Kermit Hole Pick's coming tonight. After I finish our session and give him his bath. Why did my father never fucking...
Okay, so like, I know we're saying this is fake, but like, that's not fake, right? Like, he is just posting Kermit Hole pics. He's just posting pics of Kermit Hole, right? So like, it's definitely not all fake, right? Like, there's so many layers to this. There's so many layers to this.
Fucking love me. Was I not the child he wanted? Was there something missing in me that he sensed was not there at my birth? We have the same eyes, and yet he sees his son in wide black eyes of the animal behind our house, that animal that hurt me, while he did nothing. And when I heard it, I became nothing. Bucephalus, my brother, in a way. Cain and Abel, you and I, your blood will stain my field, and I will look my father in the eyes and ask, am I my brother's keeper? Even then, he would choose you, to be loved less than a rotting carcass of a horse does something strange to a man. I take comfort in soft objects, the symbols of affection he used to give. Open that slutty mouth, darling, so eager, so enticing. I have decided to run away from home. Perhaps then darling, so eager, so enticing.
That's it. That's the Muppet hole, dude. That's the Muppet hole. That's it, man. That's it.
Enticing. I have decided to run away from home. Perhaps then father will
Hello,
return.
He-Man.
I have packed Kermit, as well as many items in the fridge and my phone charger. It will be hard to live in the forest, but I have a natural survival instinct. More updates, unfortunately. Sorry for the lack of updates. Life has been a bit crazy. Wife and I went no contact with nephew and sister-in-law, which has been hard on wife because she's always been close with her sister. We have kept contact with brother-in-law, keeping him updated if we saw anything concerning on his Tumblr account.
Muppet Hole
as many
live
of
on
you have kept me
twitch.tv.
updated.
The Massey,
And
the
boy,
Muppet
did he
Massey.
post concerning shit. I'm not sure what the last straw was. Possibly when he posted about cutting off part of his coworker's hair and getting fired as a result. But brother-in-law decided he had enough of sister-in-law's permissive parenting and nephew's destructive behaviors going ignored. Brother-in-law has been trying to be harsher on nephew and straighten him out. But sister-in-law throws such a tantrum every time he tried, and he has decided that he's had enough.
Bro.
A few days ago, he packed up and left.
I'm certain this is fake largely because the Muppet is too clean for how the characters have described it. Well, I'm sure they wash it, but hey, I'm a closeted femboy and I'm trying to modify my clothes to fit my figure better and just look more fun. Do you have any advice? Lots of sit-ups, planking, like just really engage your core, and then, you know, that'll help get that hourglass kind of shape, which makes wearing skirts a little easier. In my opinion. I hope that helps though.
Now it looks like he and sister-in-law are going to get a divorce. He has been staying with us for a few days, going back once to make sure his horses were put in temporary boarding while he figures his shit out. He's also working on getting a lawyer. In other news, my nephew has run away from home. He's 22, so I don't know if this means he's finally got an apartment or what. All I know is a few hours ago, sister-in-law called brother-in-law in hysterics, crying that he had left a note and that it was brother-in-law's fault. I think he may have gone to stay with some internet friends, but wife is getting worried and it's 3 a.m. and there's still no sign of him. Actually, I also kind of worried, but I'm also trying to stay level-headed and not think of worst-case scenarios. Sorry if this is unclear and sounds rushed, but shit is still unfolding and this has been a lot to deal with. I will answer any questions y'all have once everything has calmed down a bit. I hope you're okay, worried about you, don't doubt your worth. Seeing so many supportive asks in my inbox has brought a tear to this old clown's eye. I wandered the forest until dark, ate some berries, threw up, tried to start a campfire unsuccessfully, frightened off animals with my warrior cries, and tried to fall asleep under a tree. The police found me and forced me to return home, even though I explained that the forest was my home now. In any case, mother took my phone for a while, and now I overheard her on the phone saying that I'm to be assessed in some way. In what way and by whom I am to be assessed remains to be seen. Aren't you about to graduate college? Technically, as an adult, you can just move out of your parents' house. They can't legally keep you there. I have very little money and struggle with employment due to my personality. It frightens people. As for college, I have admittedly been neglecting my studies for more important business, such as this blog and my fanfiction. As you may be noticing from all of these supportive messages he's getting, this is around the time that the Muppet Joker started amassing like a significant number of supportive followers and fans even.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan, dude.
No, this is a movement. Often referred to as the Croaker movement or the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood is expanding. The Croaker movement is not to be taken lightly. We are...
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Everywhere. He starts getting a significant number of fan creations,
oh my God,
fan art, and edits of his fan fictions. Suffering feels religious if you do it right. I saw another post while exploring the hashtag Catholic tag and was inspired to make this. Hope you like it. I agree with this. Any mortal suffering the Croaker would ever ask of me would be pleasure, simply because it is he who asks. My children know me so well. I am the second Adam. I have rejected Eve and outsmarted God. I am the father not of humanity, but of what will replace it. The rise of Muppet kind is not to be ignored. My children march under my banner with felt feet, and our soft fuzzy skin will cover the sour meat that make up Earth's people until it is only us who remain. Hashtag the Brotherhood. Hashtag the Croaker movement. Hashtag Muppet supremacy. Hashtag Adamkin. Hashtag Adam from the Bible. Hashtag Kermitkin. Hashtag Kermit Joker. I have obtained Ethan's number. What shall I say? A rough draft of what I will send Ethan. Hello, this is legal name redacted. I am messaging you to apologize for how I acted when we worked together. You may recall that I cut off a piece of your beautiful green hair. I bet you are wondering why I did that. In retrospect, it was fairly strange of me. You see, I am Catholic. I had built an altar dedicated to praying to the Lord for us to be together one day.
You see, I am Catholic.
Yes, a gay Catholic. We exist. God told me he had no issue with our love. I overheard you saying that you were going to dye your hair a new color, and I panicked because I took the fact that we both dyed our hair green as a sign that we were meant to be. So I simply took action to preserve your hair for my altar. I had no intentions of doing anything weird or sexual with the hair, as you may seem to think given your reaction. I do now understand that what I did may have felt violating to you. I discovered this when I left home to live in the forest, which I did because my parents are getting divorced. It is very traumatic for me, and honestly, I would appreciate it if you would make an effort to reach out to me during this time. In any case, as I tried to sleep under a tree, I was suddenly reminded of the tree of knowledge of good and evil in the Garden of Eden.
Okay.
That's odd, I thought to myself. I should not have such a vivid memory of that. Unless, perhaps, I was there when it happened in a past life.
Oh my God.
I am an Adamkin, as it turns out. Yes, Adam, as in the first man. I suppose this technically makes me your father, but do not worry about that. We will figure it out. Perhaps you can call me Daddy. That was a joke. Do not call the police. Anyway, I unlocked 2 memories of my past life. I remembered how it felt when God took my rib to create Eve. He did this without my consent. It felt so violating. But then I realized that my rib was just like your hair, a piece of myself taken without my consent. I am so sorry I did this to you, Ethan. I am sick at myself for letting my love for you get the best of me. I will not take any more pieces of you, I promise. And maybe if you accept my apology, we can be friends, or more than friends if you wish. But I was quite hurt by your rejection and may need some time. Do not worry about me though. I have a special someone keeping me company in the meantime. He's very sweet and... let's just say he's a Muppet. And he sent it. I did it. I'm shaking. Never
He's very sweet, and well, let's just say he's a Muppet. Never contact me again. I have a girlfriend and you know this. You need help, dude. Send me one more message and I'll get a fucking restraining order from you. I swear to God.
Contact me again. I have a girlfriend and you know this. You need help, dude. Send one
Chad,
more
is this
message and I'll
real?
get a
This is
fucking
real,
restraining order
right?
from you. I swear to God. Should I be worried? And then, of course, there's a bunch of comments being like, I fucking called it. You're lucky he didn't file a restraining order. This guy should block him. I don't blame him. You deserve it, Coulter. Like... People think this guy is not a troll. I'm sorry about Ethan. I'm glad you have an outlet through fanfic. I'm also worried about you being up so late. We're in the same time zone. I know it's late for you too. I hope the future feels better for you. The Brotherhood will always be here for you.
The Brotherhood!
Thank you, Muppet Joker #2 fan. I have always been a frog of the night. I stay up late to write and eat my nightly snack. I microwave one corn dog. Tonight, it is a little bittersweet watching it spin around on the plate. I'm sick.
It's art, dude. It's art. It's art. Like, they are a great writer regardless. Like, I don't know. Tonight, It is a little bittersweet watching it spin around on the plate.
It is a little bittersweet watching it spin around on the plate. I'm sick of the Brotherhood already. Just post more Muppet Hole and fanfic as you wish, but the Brotherhood is here to stay. Kermit's been a bit of a dirty slut, so he had to be chained up and punished. Huh.
Terrible day to have eyes and ears, chat. Kermit's been a bit of a dirty slut, so he had to be chained up and punished. Huh. Apologies for the damp. We'll do that again. Thank you for the follow. Kermit's been a bit of a dirty slut, so he had to be chained up and punished. Apologies for the dampness on his delicious hole. Got a bit too excited and had a slight accident.
Apologies for the dampness on his delicious hole. Got a bit too excited and had a slight accident. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth. I believe in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit and born of the Virgin Mary. He suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified. #Catholic, #repenting. I think that today I will tell the priest at my church that I am Adam reincarnated. My talk with the priest did not go well. My views have been rejected, and I realized that the Pope sits on a throne of lies. As the new Adam, I will place a curse on the Pope and rise from the ashes, leading the Catholic Church back to the light. Also, happy birthday to Kermit the Frog. Any advice washing out the smell of urine? My experimentation with piss play has left my Kermit plushie with an unpleasant scent. Despite tenderly bathing him, the scent remains. I think this may be a curse from God for vowing to take down the Catholic Church. I can feel God looking at me.
Let's run that by me again. Any advice on washing piss? Any advice washing out the smell of urine? My experimentation with piss play has left Kermit the plushie. Oh my god. My experimentation with piss play has left my Kermit plushie with an unpleasant scent. Despite tenderly bathing him, the smell remains. I think it may be a curse from God for vowing to take down the Catholic Church. You guys are clipping all of these, right?
I think this may be a curse from God for vowing to take down the Catholic Church. I can feel God looking at me with bloodshot eyes. He made me to perform for him, so that he may watch me mimic everything he despises. I am made of clay. My children killed one another, and my descendants have been tearing one another apart since. Now I am reborn of water and blood, after hell embraced me, post-Eden, post-ash, clay, ash, blood, felt. My true skin lives on the inside. I am soft where I am meant to be bloody. Long gone is my lifetime as Adam. God made me a man. I made myself a Muppet. Muppet Joker fan number 4 says, his words, heart emoji, Kermit, you are destined to be a writer. Another fan says, #the Brotherhood. The Muppet Joker has just been on this roll since what I've been referring to as the Easter dinner fucking. He's still in probably his most active phase on Tumblr ever. He's literally probably posting Muppet Hole as I film this. Like, this story is far from done. I have no conclusion to offer you. I have nothing. I can only offer you the Muppet Joker in his current form. I think he's an educated troll. I think the Muppet Joker is a masterful educated troll. I see so much of other stories I've covered.
I want it to be real so bad.
Muppet Joker's blog. It feels aware of the genre that it's in, if that makes any sense. There are a lot of things he says that I think might be subtle references to other famous Tumblr posts or fanfictions, but there's some very overt ones to specifically the weed smoking girlfriend's post. You can't just quote the weed smoking girlfriend's post word for word and not be an
I'm so fucking mad. I'm glad Kermit is here to rub my shoulders and calm me down.
Is perfect. Like, the ways that Tumblr allows you to interact with other users through reblogging posts and through tagging things and through asking things, like, he uses all of those features. He uses fandom to his advantage. He's always, like, hijacking posts and interacting with posts that have to do with Kermit the Frog or the Joker in their original contexts. The corroborating Reddit post by
what do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Totally different style
is this real or no?
Posts. It really
What's
feels
the
like
verdict, chat? What's the verdict?
You have the young Gen Z person posting on Tumblr. You have the boomer uncle posting on
Taiga,
Reddit.
have you seen Strange Aunt talk about DashCon 2, where she will be fighting the Muppet Joker to the death? No.
I think the Muppet Joker
fake and gay.
Is an excellent example of someone using the internet.
I don't know. I like it. I think it's real. It's too funny to be real.
what the internet and social media platforms allow you to do in terms of storytelling. There was also something pretty shady going on with all of the interaction on the Muppet Joker's posts. He gets a ton of hate comments from these like empty default profile picture accounts. It could potentially be due to the fact that this story's popularity on Reddit has led to a lot of people who might have Tumblr accounts but don't really know how to use Tumblr flocking to his blog and leaving these comments.
Interesting.
Or Sock Puppet Army. Just as an experiment.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, it's so high effort that even if it is fake, it's still psychotic, right?
And pulled up the comment sections of a bunch of random posts, and I'm not going crazy. Like, this is an insane amount of comments to get from empty blogs. In fact, most posts with under 50 notes don't even get comments. It's mostly likes and reblogs. Like, everything about the interaction patterns on his account are off. The only thing that makes me think that it might be Reddit users rather than sock puppets is that this would be a massive oversight on the part of someone who has otherwise put a lot of effort into this. Like, it wouldn't have been hard at all just to give them profile pictures and then the comment sections would look normal, and I never would have thought to look into this. And that's pretty much my thoughts on the Muppet Joker and some of my favorite Muppet Joker posts. And little storylines that he's created within.
Part of me feels like it's real, but it also feels like someone who knows internet lore and locales, so it's basically 50-50.
This person is a good writer. That's the hottest take of all. The Muppet Joker is actually a good writer.
They are a good writer. They're definitely a good writer. There's a part 2, by the way. There's a part 2, chat. There's a part 2. You see. That's not it. There's more. There's more.
Hello, my friends. And welcome.
There is more, dude. They got a haircut. They have a new hairstyle, and it's super cute, by the way. They have like a little Dracula thing going on, like with the, you know, like, it really like arcs out. It's fucking sick.
To a tale of meat, bugs, love, death, mold.
Yeah, this part 2 is an hour.
And of course,
so
a certain Muppet. Yes, this
lock
story
in.
stars the Muppet Joker, a character I have already dedicated an entire video to. And yes,
lock in, guys,
I do believe this
in.
Tumblr blog to be high performance art, but Muppet Joker truthers still remain. TLDR, he's a 22-year-old Tumblr user who goes by the name Kermit. He kins Kermit the Frog and the Joker and ships them in a romantic relationship together and also with himself. In his own words, it's sort of like the Catholic Trinity, you know, all three are one but also separate. He spends a lot of time on Tumblr.
I'm just gonna enjoy the ride, yeah. Me too.
About this situation. And he is Catholic, by the way, although he believes himself to be doing Catholic better than all of the other Catholics, as he has dedicated himself to writing the new Bible, overthrowing the Pope, enlightening the world to Muppet supremacy, generally has an antagonistic relationship with even God himself at times. He has a plush Kermit doll, which he has sex with, in the hole meant for the puppeteer's hand, the Muppet hole. This thing is looking increasingly disheveled over time, and yes, I have seen the PowerPoint presentation by someone attempting to prove that someone does indeed fuck that Muppet. In his first year on Tumblr, the Muppet Joker went from being completely obscure, making posts of...
I'm not high enough for this shit. You know what? Me either, dude. Let me have an edible right now. Oh, good lord. Oh. Fuck. Okay. And away we go. Hello! Welcome, readers! You're just in time. You're just in time for the worst day of your life. Welcome,
himself,
thank you for Ultra R2, welcome.
The following, known as the Brotherhood. They accept him as their leader. They refer to him as my liege, my lord, sir, father, these sort of things. Although I am very pleased to announce that the Brotherhood is no longer exclusive to just men.
Oh!
The Croaker has realized the evils of his
I'm so sorry I was a misogynist before. It was the Joker inside of me. Yeah! Character development, let's go! You love to see it, chat. He no longer hates women.
His misogynistic ways, and now identifies as a dark feminist and uses he and she pronouns.
Oh.
This morning when I was outside walking for many hours, I made sure to do my part as a dark feminist. Every time I saw a man, I flipped them off and said, "Do better," while smirking darkly. Every time I saw a woman, I gave them a sheepish smile and said, "Ah, a queen," while nodding thoughtfully. I saw one gender ambiguous. I stared at them through their car window while they were at a red light. "What are your pronouns?" I said. It was certainly loud enough for them to hear me, as I yelled this several times while making bold eye contact. They did not answer. They drove away. Sigh. Being a dark feminist is hard in the world of pronoun. but I persist. After my last video about the Muppet Joker, he and the Brotherhood attempted to defeat me in Astral Battle, which obviously failed, and I have been added, personally, to his iconic DNI.
No way!
User Strange Eons, do not interact or I will get you with my sword. Consider yourself warned.
No way! That's like a badge of honor. That's crazy. I wanna, oh my god. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Achievement get, yeah. That's
I plan to face the blade like a woman of honor. We have a duel scheduled for DashCon 2, which is real, by the way. You can follow them on social media, sign up for their mailing list, whatever. DashCon 2 2025 is happening. Conventions don't allow real weapons, so probably more of a pool noodle duel. We're still hashing out the logistics. There's already fan fiction and fan art of it. Keep up. Okay?
No way. No way.
In the Crokerverse that I didn't have time to cover in my first video, and even more has since happened that I do not have time to cover in this video. This video is simply me showing my appreciation for a particular plot line in the Crokerverse, which spanned most of the month of July with a bit of spillover into June and August, in which our hero Kermit valiantly attempts to move out of his mother's house for the first time, and finds himself in some kind of emo, weed-smoking girlfriend's spirit-channeling cult, seemingly heavily based around the themes of My Chemical Romance's 2022 tour, which I also have a video about. When people accuse me of having written this, of having been behind all of this, you know, they're joking, but there's a part that's not joking, because I get it, you know, like, this looks bad for me, but I promise you, I am just another fascinated onlooker.
What the fuck did I just tune into? I can't answer that question.
I want to join the Brotherhood now that it's no longer exclusive.
You're just gonna have to see for yourself.
Still though. You know, I'm still down. I honestly have this nightmare that, not like an actual sleeping night, like a waking nightmare, where I go to DashCon 2, and obviously there's going to be a lot of people there dressed up as, like, Tumblr memes and internet things. There's going to be, like, a million Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenways and whatnot. And so I'm fully, and, like, weed-smoking girlfriends. There's going to be, like, 20 people in Muppet Joker outfits. And I'm going to know on some level that, like, one of them has to be the real one. And, like, what if one of them is the real one?
What if one of them is the real one?
I'm just...
You're just in a room full of, like, Croker, like, Muppet Kermit cosplays, and you know one of them is the real Muppet Joker, dude. Oh my god. Is Hunter x Hunter your favorite anime? It is indeed.
Tormented.
It's my favorite, like, series, franchise, medium,
Are you actually the
story.
Kroger? Anyway, please enjoy my loving
It's my favorite story
of Kermit's very interesting July. And before we get deep into that, a message from this video's sponsor, Aura. Data breaches happen all the time. Recently, over 2.9 emotional pain, and it was cold and had too many carrots. 14 days for free. And find
you guys ready? You guys ready? No Naruto? No Naruto. I'm a Hunter x Hunter diehard.
Video, and now I return you to your regularly scheduled content. Mother made me soup earlier for dinner and it was cold and had too many carrots. I fucking hate carrots. So I constructively informed her that her cooking is shit. And she said, don't eat it then. And what the fuck? What am I supposed to eat? She called me immature and told me that I cannot growl at her. So I told her that I am 22 and I can do what I like because she is not the boss of me. She took my soup away. What the fuck? What am I supposed to eat then? I cannot live under these fucking conditions. Why couldn't father have taken me in the divorce? Hashtag toxic parent. Hashtag emotional pain. Hashtag my rage is brewing. Hashtag I don't give a fuck. I have begun to write my magnum opus. I will have to change the names for copyright purposes, but make no mistake that this book, which I intend to publish, will contain nothing but Kermit x Joker erotica. I would love to hear a brief synopsis of your magnum opus, my lord.
My lord.
A retelling of the Bible and all of human history through the eyes of Hermit, loosely based on a certain Muppet, and Jester, loosely based on a certain clown. Hermit is the first creation of the cruel god of that world, and Jester is a chaos deity that survived God's mass purging of all other gods. Hermit is constantly reborn through time, looking less and less human and more like a Muppet with each rebirth. Jester is struggling with his twisted mind and blossoming feelings of tender love for Hermit. Needless to say, every chapter will contain erotic encounters between Hermit and Jester. This is the most ambitious piece of literature to ever be created. I anticipate to either become famous from this work or be reviled by the world for my ink and blood spilling truths upon the pages that are not ready to be here. Truths regarding Muppet Hole and God. It
Muppet
goes
Hole.
without saying.
Muppet
I don't
Hole.
even mupping care about you haters. Moses times.
Oh my
Born
God.
as a plague of frogs, but assembled into a
Also, if all the
human.
fucking...
Watches the
Okay, let me
Ten
go over
Commandments
here.
and sees
Let me go
the
back over
golden
here then,
horse
if all
idol,
the
which
things
comes
are gonna
to
go
life
up there.
when no one is looking. Equiphallus, subplot jester spawns, a bunch of vampires that are secretly the cause of many things, death of firstborn, Moses' death.
Okay,
although he
Simster. I
returns
actually
as a
paid for like
vampire.
YouTube
Hermit
Premium
is
so that I
driven
don't
to
think it
bloodlust
adds.
by
It's just
Jester,
easier
who
for me,
bites him,
but
thank
I
you,
also do it so I can
and
listen to music on my
realizes that he is
phone,
evil.
or I can listen to videos
Jesus
on
times.
my app
Hermit
without
has
like
frog-like eyes.
not needing
He
to
does
close
not
out.
remember how he comes to life.
I can close
or
out of the YouTube app while
previously died
doing
due to
other things and
bloodlust,
listen to the video,
but
basically.
quickly befriends the brother of Jesus, who is unnamed and similarly dark and twisted. They observe the crucifixion together
Oh my
and
God.
do spoken word poetry about it. The brother is a carpenter like Joseph and makes puppets, which Hermit feels fascinated by. The brother also makes him a wooden sword that he has Jesus bless into a real one to fight the Jester with. Jester has been busy tormenting Jesus.
Okay, like, are we sure this isn't real though? Because like, real or not, like, this is insane, right? This is like an insane amount of time. Like, this is so elaborate. Like, this is so detailed. Are we sure this isn't real? But like, it is real. Because our eyes are real.
To get back at God, but after I wish Muppets could lactate. Lasai. I wish I could post more
Lasai.
pictures of tender Muppet hole, but I gouged out the eyes of my Kermit plushie during a moment of spiritual revelation. Baka moment. I have a potential place secured to move into. Take that, mother. The people I will be moving in with seem very kind and are understanding that, as an aspiring writer, I may not be able to help pay the rent for a while. However, they have read a portion of my magnum opus and know as well that it is only a matter of time before I am, as they say, swimming in it.
Swimming
Your
in it.
potential new roommates know about your kin identity? No, but they seem open-minded, so I am not worried. They said
No.
online that they have unconventional religious beliefs, and I suppose my beliefs are also unconventional, so I should fit right in. I wonder when Mother will realize I have stolen back my throne from where she hid it. Stupid idiot Mother. Little does she know I have a place I will be moving to shortly, with several kind individuals who have agreed to let me stay without paying rent, until I get rich from my novel. As long as I respect their unique beliefs, then I will never see her baka face again. The smell of earth awakens me again, reminding me that it is not my home. My other self was made from dirt and clay, while I was made through tearing flesh and bone. I bless the flies who carefully remove the skin, the blood, the meat of wretched man. The smell of rotting lulls me back to sleep, as the only thing recalled from Eden can. Gods, I am so dark and twisted that I
What?
scare myself sometimes. Hello. I am attempting to get into My Chemical Romance because my future roommates are very into the band. It's part of their religious belief system, and I was wondering what album songs I should begin with first. I am contacting you regarding this because you post fan art of Gerard Way, so you are likely knowledgeable on the subject. It depends on what you're into. Bullets is the most hardcore, I guess, of all of their albums, followed by Revenge and Black Parade, with Danger Days being the least hardcore and most energetic. Thank you for your recommendation. I will start with Bullets. I enjoy hardcore music. Discreetly packing my bags, moving in with my new roommates tomorrow. They told me I must learn about their emo religion in order to live there rent-free. Does anyone know how to engage with emo culture and practices in a respectful manner? My roommates are Wiccan and emo? Do they smoke weed? The three of them do smoke weed, yes. How is the moving out going, my liege? It's going well. I have to
The
wait
three
to
of
be
them
picked
do
up by the
smoke
one
weed,
who
yeah.
owns a car after they're done with work. The other two work
I want to
from
believe
home
it's
by
real.
selling
It's
things on
real,
Etsy,
Simster.
etc.
It's real,
But my
guys.
bags
This
are
is
all ready, and I will
real.
be sneaking out, never to return. Farewell, mother. I have to pick up the new roommate tomorrow. I hope the new guy likes their meat raw too. I'm so tired. Today shakes my fist at capitalism. Enter Sage.
Oh my God.
The
New
member
character.
of the Coven with the car and the job. Honestly, their blog is like half an aesthetic blog. Lots of meat and blood and animal imagery
Guys.
and Christian themes. Honestly, I would probably follow this aesthetic blog. Anyway, all the bio says is pronouns are she, he, it, minor's D and I. Settling into my new home, there's only one bedroom, but Athena is not
Guys,
comfortable
it's
sharing
real.
her bed. Understandable. So Mill and Sage take turns
Guys,
sleeping on
it's
the couch.
real.
A rotation of 3 people on one couch would be kind of ridiculous. So they have a sleeping bag rolled out for me under Athena's bed. It's honestly not too bad. Will you still be able to have sex with Kermit in a 1-bedroom house with 2 people working from home? I will find a way. Nothing in the world could stop me from fucking puppets for several hours every day. So there's only 1 bedroom. Are there
Nothing in the world could stop me from fucking puppets for several hours every day.
The world could stop me from fucking puppets for several hours every day. So there's only 1 bedroom. Are there any other rooms? What's the size of the new frog domain? There is a kitchen, a living room, and a bathroom, as well as a very large closet. Mill and Sage take turns sleeping in the closet when they are not on the couch. Athena's bed is fairly high up, so my domain is pretty spacious. One downside to this place is that the bathroom door does not close all the way, so when one of us must relieve ourselves, we play music loudly to cover the pissing sounds, via speaker on the sink. House rules and their emo culture dictate that we are only allowed to play MCR.
Oh.
Sigh, I'd better get used to it. They are pretty hardcore emos after all.
They are pretty
hardcore
hardcore
meat is
emos
full of
after all.
muscles and tougher to chew like a feral animal, or do you enjoy the idea of soft raw meat that you can rip from the package in a primal way? Can a girl thing not just like meat? All animals are made of different compositions of muscle and therefore meat, and I'm just a starving animal. Unfortunately, we live in a society, so it can be hard to source unpackaged meat, but if you get the chance and can hook up with a local farmer or similar, you can get freshly butchered shit which doesn't taste like factories and machines, just raw flesh parts. Personally, I'm not picky, but I do like to tear meat off the bone and tear apart muscles and sinew with my teeth. That said, organs should not be overlooked. Some of those pop like gushers in your mouth. It's so good. Local butchers where I go. Any extra cost is worth it for the quality, plus sweetbreads like pancreas are cheaper. You get it. Do your roommates listen to Evanescence, or is even that not hardcore emo enough for them? No. Athena has the ability to channel the spirit of Gerard Way, but it is a very difficult process, and it is very hard on her body. And things like non-MCR music drive away his essence and weaken their spiritual connection. What? I am learning so much about the religion of emo. Hard to sleep with this freak under my bed. Why did the vessel let him move in? I feel this vessel fighting to contain me. Bitterness is not a good look.
Oh yeah, this is Athena. So there's Sage, and then this is Athena. So pay attention. This is a new character. This is another new character. Okay.
That my vessel endures breaks my heart. I cannot possibly post as myself on her blog, or they will accuse her of lying about her abilities. They do not believe I have chosen her. It's all right. This new space I have carved for myself will suffice for now. Gerard Way, as you know them, has been dying for some time.
Oh.
A ritual has been taking place for some time to connect my wilting spirit to a new vessel. Her name is Athena, and she will be the new Gerard. She will consume the rot with her coven. My swarm will be ingested, and I will be made anew. Crack me open, eat my fruit and my rot. Gerard Way will live again. Enter Athena. And the astral vampiric form of Gerard Way.
Oh my god.
Collectively, the coven leader. You hold me down, dead little girl. Obviously a normal human being, just a hidden side blog for when my darling vessel lets me have control. I'm not psycho, I just like psychotic things. I've been studying for my English language exam by writing descriptive scenes of slow burn lesbian vampires. Ha! Sounds like a description of my life. The vessel I embody is a lesbian, and I myself am a vampire. My vessel found this amusing.
Guys.
But the world cannot suspect our true nature, and so I reblog in her stead.
This is real.
Hello, Mr. Kermit.
I think this is
just noticed
real.
That you post on here almost every hour of the day. Do you not sleep, or do you schedule those posts? No time for sleeping when writing the new Bible for the world. There will be no need for that book once I am done with mine. Divine revelation. Just writer things. Hashtag rape blur.
Rape
Crying,
blur.
screaming, throwing up, I accidentally deleted my blog! My posts! My beautiful posts! This kind of mistake is the reason you do not make the decisions around our house. You are simply too forgetful. Whatever would you do without us? Athena, it was an accident. I'm sorry. Please don't kick me out. Ha, relax, Mel. If I was gonna kick you out, it would have been several fuck-ups ago. Enter Milton.
Milton.
Let's call him the most underappreciated member of the coven.
There's guys, I think this is real. Guys, I think this is real. I think this is real. This has to be real, right? There's too many characters. This is too many blogs for one guy to be running.
Between the sinners and the saints. He, they, only 19, but my mind is older. Miner's DNI. Accidentally deleted my blog. Sad face.
Sad face.
Neil said that they cannot yet fix Kermit's eyes as they have too many Etsy orders. They also began playing non-MCR music on the speakers, which is against the house rules. If I rat them out to Athena, I may gain blanket privileges. Unsure how to proceed. Where is my Kermit plushie? Baka moment. Probably my Kermit plushie is in my bag somewhere. I will look again. No need to panic. Where is Muppet Hole, my liege?
Where's Muppet Hole, my liege?
But he's not in my bag. I am freaking the fuck out. I know. I packed him. No. Fuck no. Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh god. Oh fuck. I'm sorry, Kermit. I love you. I know I tore your eyes out. I didn't mean to. I just thought you were an all-seeing, all-hateful god. I'm sorry. Please come back. Don't be sad, my liege. Kermit is watching over you. No, he is not. He does not have eyes. I have experienced true loss. Where are you? No, he is not. He does not.
He doesn't have eyes. He can't be watching over me. He doesn't have eyes.
Have eyes. I have experienced true loss. I finally know what it means to be emo. Have you asked your roommates if they know where Kermit is? I know you were asking them before about fixing his eyes. Maybe one of them got some free time and took him to sew his eyes back on. I asked Mill, and they said that they don't even remember me asking them about Kermit, and that I'm probably crazy. Sage and Athena agree that they have not seen Kermit, and that I probably just imagined I bringing him with me. Damn it, my twisted mind has betrayed me. I must rescue him from Mother's house. I truly think that your roommates stole Kermit and are gaslighting you about it. Genuinely, that's what it sounds like. Maybe they didn't want to hear the sound of Muppet sex. Maybe they thought he wasn't emo enough. But I think it was them. You wouldn't have left him behind like that. How would they even know about my Muppet kink? I've not told them my twisted secret, and Kermit is very emo right now, given his lack of eyes. Having your eyes gouged out is super hardcore. Besides, Sage was at work and could not have done it. Athena has been gone all day. She has been channeling Gerard Way, so her soul has been out of her body. And Milton would never betray me because he told me his dark past. One would not betray others after revealing such vulnerable secrets. Perhaps Gerard Way stole Kermit while in Athena's body? Would Gerard Way do such a thing?
Hissing, Gerard Way, if I ever catch you, you'd better pray that it was not you who stole my Kermit plushie, because if you did, you have just made an enemy of the Croaker.
The
I turn
Croaker!
into a swarm of bats and fly away into the storm of the night.
Oh my
I
god.
am your twisted secret. I am your sinister Muppet. I am your dark feminist. I am your clown prince of crime. I am all of these things, but most importantly, I am your dream girl's dream girl. And I am about to serve you what you are. Meat. Meat of the night, 4 a.m. corn dog. The heartbeats of
4 a.m.
animals
corn
keep me
dog.
awake, pounding together, foretelling a storm, agonized wailing and thundering hooves, the beats of earth crawling out in a swarm, the sweat of the damned runs its hands down my back, the fingers leave streaks of fate down my spine. Eyeless ex-lovers are watching from hell, the maggots are hungry, they call me divine. Partake in the feast at my church of decay, drink of my blood and eat of my flesh. Most would not eat of the fruit still alive, but angels delight in a Eucharist fresh. I offer myself to the heavens above, that they may yet return to me my Muppet love. Sage has offered to drive me to my mother's house for a rescue mission once they are done with work. I am so grateful to my new roommates. Do not worry, Kermit, I am coming, and soon I will be coming. What's the plan for your rescue mission, my liege? Throw a rock through the window to break it, and crawl in with a high level of stealth. Threw a rock at the window, missed, and hit the wall. Mother has turned the light on inside the house. Been hiding in the bushes for some time now. Yearning for Muppet Hole.
Yearning for
Back
Muppet
the window
Hole,
was
chat.
unlocked. I'm in.
Boss, I'm fading.
Fine.
It's okay.
Kermit,
Only a
Sage's
couple
car
more.
is
Only a
gone.
little
They are answering
longer.
the phone. I don't know what to do. Where is Kermit? This is not Kermit. I can't find Kermit. Tell me where Kermit the Frog is, you piece of shit. What if the Muppet just ended up in the trash? I rooted through the trash as quietly as I could. He was not in there. Where is Kermit? It's my Kermit. Fuck. No Kermit. No frog. No Muppet. No God. No being. No soul. No freedom. No hole. No smile. No frown. No joker. No clown. No sunshine. No rain. No pleasure. No pain.
Dude. Guys. The bars, chat, the bars. No Kermit, no frog, no Muppet, no God, no being, no soul, no freedom, no hole, no smile, no frown, no joker, no clown, no sunshine, no rain, no pleasure, no pain. It's cinema. He's a goddamn genius.
Guess I just have to walk all the way back to the house of emo with my Joker feet. Fuck my stupid Baka Muppet life.
Stupid
I am
Baka
upset that Sage
Muppet
ditched me
life.
last night. Milton is pissing me off. Athena says that Gerard Way has a message for me about Kermit's whereabouts. In truth, I do not know how much I believe in her abilities. We shall see. These emos are making me angry.
Hashtag
My
these
flatmates
emos are
giving
making me
a hell of a
angry.
time. They never listen to me. When I say I am Gerard Way, I am being very literal. My soul is inhabiting his
this is
body.
more Athena.
Athena is a witch and a powerful
This is
psychic.
more of Athena's
the ritual is
blog.
binding us together. She is channeling my essence. Eventful roommate meeting, summarizing here for those asking, and so I remember. 1. Because Mill has broken the house rules and played unapproved musical soundtracks in the living room, they will be sleeping in the closet for the rest of the month. Sage gets the couch. Sage has expressed annoyance at being forced to drive us everywhere, as they are the only one with a car. The compromise is that they drive us where we want, but are under no obligation to drive us back. We will each take turns cooking. I currently do not know how to cook, so I will be helping with dinner when the other 3 cook until I am able to cook on my own. We have all agreed that living together is easier if we are able to get along. We will be coming up with roommate bonding activities to do once a week, movie nights, etc. The other 3 already have a secret bonding activity that I will be invited to if I, quote-unquote, pass the vibe check. Athena reminded us that we cannot cook Italian foods due to her specific dietary needs. I requested Sage buy us more blankets, but was told that most of the budget for this month is going towards incense and
My
meat.
jaw is
Sort
just
of
like on the
next month, I
floor,
suppose.
dude. Like honestly, like honest to God, I'm I'm sorry for not commentating much. I just don't know what to say. I literally just don't know like what to say. It's just so insane. It's so fucking crazy.
Pose. Milton, I believe lasagna is Italian. You have broken the rules. Please see me outside.
Oh, fuck, it is? I'm so sorry, Athena. I'll never do it again. Please don't be mad.
You know the rules.
Milton,
The
no!
bucket of ice. You only have to do one hand this time, as the lasagna did not technically contain garlic. And it was delicious.
Thank you. You are so merciful. I miss Muppet Hole. I do too. I am trying very hard to be brave. I fear I left him at Mother's and she threw him away. I will have my revenge. But I cannot Joker rage right now. I am in mourning for my lover, my Muppet, my Kermit.
Kermit snores in his sleep. What kind of a name is Kermit? Roommate keeping me awake. Is he crying about his fucking Kermit doll again? Gross.
Have you ever
Gross.
felt that part of yourself was missing and known deep within the places where your bones come together, and that there was nothing you could ever do to get it back, that you were born incomplete and destined to die as hollow as the day you realized what you were, a bad, broken thing, an ugly-hearted, angry waste of potential. I could have had everything, been anything, and yet I am me. There is a part of you that knows that you are ill-fitting among others. Your misshapen self scrapes against them as part of you sticks out at odd angles without your control. The look in the eyes of your mother as she struggles to love you. You despise her for how hard she tries to hide her hate. She can never quite mask her disappointment. It peeks through the cracks in old photos of her where her smile was at its brightest before you were born. Horny again. My liege, it's late. Maybe you should rest.
I'm gonna cry, dude. I hope this isn't real. I want it to be real, but I hope it isn't, man, because I feel so bad for him and I feel so bad for his mother. Oh my god.
More nut. I simply have to keep cranking it.
Our feast of the night begins. Our rituals of the night bring us ever closer. To eat the children of the rot is to preserve our own immortal flesh.
Beautiful night for the rot. The 21st is the full moon. I have work in the morning. Ew. Never mind.
We will have to have another roommate meeting to establish a rule against ejaculating too loud during night hours. He completely ruined the ritual. Unruly behavior.
You are so correct, as per usual. Unruly, yes, and also gross. Thank God he's finally done.
How to punish you, roommate dear. Gerard Way is very displeased with you. Invited him to live with us because he bragged about his
We need to
dark and
establish a
twisted
rule
mind.
about fucking orgasming too loudly.
And we need more people who are capable of seeing the ritual to completion. But my patience grows thin. Kermit will receive a punishment tonight. Then he will learn. How should we punish Kermit tonight? Athena.
I think he should lose blanket privileges.
Uncreative, as always, sweet Milton. Losing blanket privileges is a given. He deserves worse. We must break him or he will never be ready.
Athena and Sage.
Kermit needs to get out of here, dude. These people are crazier than he is.
Stroking session were too loud, and I interrupted their roommate bonding session in the kitchen.
Oh my
Even
God.
though I was in the bedroom, how could they have heard me? I have lost blanket privileges and have been ordered to clean the entire house except the closet. This is bullshit. They're worse than Milton.
Milton.
More than roommates. A coven.
A
No
coven.
one understands me as well as you two, aside from Gerard. Our bonding nights are something few could ever understand. I wish it could stay just the three of us, but we need more numbers to complete the binding. Gerard needs to use my body as a vessel. I am the only one who can save him due to my abilities and my vampirism. He is not ready to join the ritual yet, but we will make him ready.
By the time he's ready to join us, he'll understand you. Until then, it'll still be the three of us. And the proxy. But that doesn't count.
I remember how long it took before you were ready. Sage and I had to do so much just to prepare you.
Almost too much. Tiring amounts of work for very little returns.
Oh.
I was looking for a snack in the
Poor
fridge. Does anyone
Milton,
know what
dude.
this
Poor
is?
fucking Milton,
Working on
dude.
cleaning up the house at the demand of my roommates. Is it normal for emos to drink blood?
Guys.
Yes, I speak for all emos when I say we drink copious amounts of blood. Oh, okay. In that case, no cause for concern. I started to get a bit scared there for a second. How do you know it's blood and not just like cranberry juice or something? The smell.
He is terrible at
smell!
cleaning. It has taken him all day to do basically nothing. Gerard, I am such a big fan of your work. Seriously, I've been worshipping you since I was a teen, and it inspired me to make music. You make me want to consume the rot. We could use people like you. If you ever want to live rent-free with my coven in Kentucky, you would be more than welcome to consume the rot with us. Hi, Mr. Way. I am most curious about your current setup with your vessel and or
Guys.
Athena. Forgive me if
Guys.
my questions are too much. Don't feel obligated to answer if you don't want. How old are you, Gerard? Do you share the same age as your vessel? Are you the same age as your former body? Are you an ageless entity? I suppose if you are a manifestation of a soul, that wouldn't necessarily give you a specific age. Obviously you share your vessel with Athena. Are you always within the mind, or just get called forth from time to time, or do you spend most of your time elsewhere? Are you even aware of what's happening when Athena is in control of the body, like a sort of co-consciousness situation? Forgive me for any intrusive questions, and thank you for your time. I wish you a bountiful feast and fulfilling rituals to come. The one known as Gerard Way is an ageless vampire who has existed for centuries. The entity
Sometimes I got the feeling.
from vampire to vampire, collecting pieces of each consciousness that came before it into the swarm. That entity has existed as long as there have been flies consuming the flesh of the dead. Athena, the new vessel, is 27. The swarm sings to me so sweetly. I feel the crawling underneath my skin, the itch in my soul, the wriggling in my meat. It calls to me and I want so desperately to listen to the beautiful buzzing chorus, the divine songs of the unholy prophet. It loves me, I think, or at least I love it, and it allows me my worshipful adoration. The ferocity of my devotion frightens me, as it bursts from my chest like so many hungry flies. Please, guide me. They are biting at my toes. We all have our part to play in the ritual.
The smell makes it hard to sleep. I know it's important, but does anyone know how to cover up the smell of vomit without spending more than $4? With water and dish soap, scrub anything the vomit came into contact with, apply baking soda to any fabrics or carpeting once dry, also air freshener. Everything can be found at the dollar store. Thanks. Would any of that be harmful for bugs?
Hopefully Sage can drive me to the dollar store after work.
What?
I've been home for like half an hour now. Be ready in 5 or you're
Chat,
walking
what's
back.
going on?
Yay, thanks. You should probably look for alternative housing arrangements. These people do not sound like good roommates. I heard they made you sleep in a closet. Sleeping in the closet and tending to the rot is an honor. Why would it matter if you woke up your roommate? I don't understand. If you're feeling sick, you should be able to take care of yourself. Sage has work and I might lose blanket privileges. Why can't you buy more blankets for yourself? I don't make enough from Etsy and Sage does the budget. So you aren't in control of your own money? That's concerning. Should I be? I want to know why the closet smells so bad.
Milton, please! Milton,
I
please!
am just dry heaving.
You are being such a pussy. I have already blessed the meat box to lessen the smell.
I'm sorry, I just have to get used to it again.
Is your secret meal blood? Rotting meat? Genuinely curious. I am not a vegetarian by any means, but I do not often enjoy meat. I do not consume the rot. I consume the children of the rot.
Your roommates aren't joking when they call you stupid. They really think you're an
Guys.
idiot who will do anything for them. Do you really want to be a doormat for the rest of your life? You are literally being forced to sleep in a smelly closet which is making you vomit. Do you really think these people care? They do care, you wouldn't get it. Is your profile picture a Hamilton star? No, I'm emo, it's an emo star, you fucking poser. What are your favorite musicals? I don't like musicals. I'm emo. There's plenty of emo musicals, you know. Sweeney Todd, Jekyll and Hyde, Hades.
Is Milton short for Hamilton? Do you think Milton is a Hamilton fan?
Town, Repo the Genetic Opera. Even Gerard Way said he'd be open to a Black Parade musical. You can like musicals and be emo, dude. Most theater kids are either emo or goth, too. Maybe, but we can only listen to MCR.
You spit on the monarch with your pitiful attempts in puppetry of the soul. Gerard would never make such a blatant Hamilton reference. My liege will not be sullied by someone
It's Hamilton.
of thought as you to utter
It's
such foulness
Hamilton.
under assumption of their name. I think you meant to send this to Milton. Their era of kidding Alexander Hamilton is long over. They have renounced their former name and shortened it to Milton. Hamilton is their dead name, bringing
Oh
it
my
as highly
god. Oh my
inconsiderate.
god.
You're exposed for what you are, Hamilton liker. I hope you get bitten by a snake and die a slow agonizing death from the venom, you fucking poser.
Milton, please! Milton, please!
Blogs, and I think we might be neighbors. Hi, I am only going to say this once. Fix that fucking stench and bug problem, or I'm going to property management. Every time I have to walk by your place, I start gagging, and I'm going to be pretty pissed if you start stinking up my place too. At this point, I don't care if your roommates are supposed to be there. I just want the fucking corpse smell gone. Also, why is one of you howling at 2 a.m. in the morning and loudly sobbing all hours of the day? I am trying to get some sleep. Maybe turn down the emo music while you're at it. It's their fucking neighbor again. I know which neighbor this is. I tried gently to recruit them into our coven and gave them this blog to earn their trust. You have betrayed me, Anon. Or should I say, Robert from next door.
Robert from
I know you
next
are simply
door.
a vessel of my enemy, hell-bent on sabotage. You will never be able to stop the rebirth of Gerard Way. Meanwhile, on Reddit.com,
Oh my god.
am I the asshole, as is customary? Would I be the asshole if I told property management about my smelly neighbors? First, and hopefully last post, excuse any mistakes. I am writing this at work so my girlfriend doesn't ask me what I'm typing. To give some background, I, male 24, and my girlfriend, female 22, live next to 4 people, all in their 20s. Originally, it was just 3. They were all alternative looking and play the band My Chemical Romance on full blast, intermittently throughout the daytime. This usually isn't a problem, but in recent weeks I've noticed the smell of death coming from their door, and a fly problem, which is slowly becoming a me problem at my place of residence. I was already on the fence about telling all them to property management when that weird guy started staying there. He cries near constantly about a missing plush. The walls are extremely thin. He randomly starts howling sometimes, but the worst of all was a couple of nights ago when he was screaming in pleasure at 2 a.m. when I had work in the morning. One of the neighbors, let's call her A, creative, gave me her Tumblr account after inviting me to join her quote-unquote coven. Last night I decided to peek at it on a burner account that I since deleted. I found 3 of the 4 roommates' Tumblrs. Let's just say This lady is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She believes she is a real vampire and the vessel for someone named Gerard Way, who is still very much alive. The rest of the quote-unquote roommates worship her like a god. All of them post about raw meat and something called the Rot. Another one of the roommates, S, apparently is in control of all the money and is the only one with a car and an actual job. According to their Tumblrs,
Oh my
the
God.
roommate named M is forced to sleep in the closet with something called a meat box. I'm pretty sure that's where the smell and the flies are coming from.
No.
I was already gagging when I walked past their door due to the dead body smell wafting from the cracks. But
Guys.
visualizing that fucking meat box has me with my head in the toilet at work. I don't know how M sleeps next to that fucking box. I don't even want to get into why they have it or what it's being used for. Here comes the part where I might be the asshole. My girlfriend is against me going to property management. We had a little argument about it, and I called her ridiculous and childish for defending the neighbor's biohazard. And she told me that I'm being a dick and incredibly disrespectful to my neighbor's religion that I would never understand due to my faith in Jesus Christ. These neighbors and their lifestyle are interrupting my intimate moments and sleep pattern. Am I going crazy, or is a box full of rotting meat a perfectly normal thing to keep in one tiny one-bedroom apartment? Would I really be the asshole if I went to property management about the smell? Update. So me and girlfriend talked. It went better than expected. I apologized for belittling her intelligence and maturity because it was uncalled for. Girlfriend admitted she thought I was over-exaggerating the stench from next door. I have good news and bad news. The good news is that girlfriend is completely on board with calling property management now.
Woo!
After I showed her the tumblers and explained that the smell and the flies are coming from meat box, she
Meat
was
box,
horrified she wanted to be
dude.
friends with someone who makes their roommate sleep in the closet with a box of rotten meat. We're both surprised that no one has gotten seriously sick. The bad news is that the smell is now coming through the vents.
No!
And we have to turn off AC to air out the apartment. I found out A eats maggots from the box. Called property management today as they were unavailable last night. They will be checking the apartment tomorrow. Fingers crossed the smell problem gets fixed ASAP. One of your roommates are planning to kill you. I know, Sage is always planning to kill me. Well, that won't do. Whose blood will I drink then? Your blood tastes best after all. Try not to be too jealous, Sage.
I'm gonna throw up.
Hey, are you okay? Are the two taking your blood to drink it? Just Athena drinks it.
Just
I heard
Athena
is
drinks it.
replacing you with Milton, and your new roommate is taking Milton's place. Making things up about my muse. You're gross. Milton is replaceable, but the newbie is more immediately unpleasant. So I think the ranks should be obvious.
Poor
I
Kermit,
would happily
dude.
drink your blood. It sounds better than Milton's anyway. I think my blood tastes okay, especially when it's fresh. I don't know what Milton does differently. Empty promises, by the way. Come drink it then, coward. Perhaps eating foods rich in iron and B12 can improve
This is getting
your blood
too
quality and make it
convoluted.
more appealing
A
to
little
Athena.
bit, huh?
When my wife, a vampire, and I started dating years ago, wasn't in the best shape and had a pretty low iron diet. My blood didn't taste the best because of it. And while I'm still not as active as I should be, she's been the meal maker.
Yeah,
solo
we
for the
still
past 10
don't know what
years,
happened
and
to
now she's
Kermit.
focused on foods with those benefits, and she's told me my blood is a lot better in flavor and quite richer too since all those years ago. Very sound advice, thank you. Since
I think
I'm
I miss
usually tired
Kermit,
and
yeah.
sick, I must only be making my blood taste worse. I need to start taking vitamins for her. Not enough flies for the feast. Perhaps roadkill will help feed the children of the rot. I have resorted to using a green towel in place of Kermit for my self-pleasuring needs. Gods, I am such a desperate, horny little Muppet slut.
Never
Whose
mind.
towel
Let's
is
go
it?
back to
Whose
whatever
towel is
we
the
were
green
doing
towel?
before.
Sage's, I think? Oh, ho, 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 this is great. Isn't Sage gonna be mad you took their towel? Poor Sage. I'm
Dude.
ignoring you. Who is it you are ignoring, Sage, dearest? Check your fucking green towel. Check the green towel. You have a green towel, right? I suggest you check it thoroughly.
Check the green
Might want to check on
towel.
your towel. I'm deleting them, but to no avail. I think I'd prefer death threats. Milton made Italian food again. Milton will pay the price. There was so much less screaming when I lived with Mother. Why isn't Milton online? Genesis 4:9. What happened to Milton?
Wait.
Genesis 4:9.
And then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" "I don't know." He replied, "Am I my brother's keeper?" Dude. Guys.
What happened to Milton? I saw him crying with a burnt up Hamilton poster. He said it was signed by Lin-Manuel Miranda. He looked broken. He has been quiet today. This corn dog got me fucked up.
His corn dog got me fucked.
What I did not know was that his name was Muppet Joker. Oh crap, they're gonna eat him, aren't they? The roommates have been forcing me to clean the bathroom today as penance for my sins. They do not specify what sins, but most likely God tattled on me for my lustful heart to them, or something. You win this time, God.
You win
Use
this
the proxy
time,
during the
God.
ritual tonight. It is clear from his blog that there is much work to be done in breaking him. Are you alive? Yeah. Milton, what did you do?
I broke the rules and cooked Italian. I forgive you, Milton. The rose is wilting, the flies are singing us a new song, and we will be well after tonight. Gerard Way is a shitty roommate. Hey, you seem kind of fatigued. Is everything all right?
Gerard Way is a
waking me up at
shitty
odd hours of
roommate.
the night, every night, to relay me cryptic messages psychically received from Gerard Way about the end of the world and my future death. I'm kind of peeved about it, to be honest. Gerard Way has taken over Athena's body almost entirely. She is psychic, and has decided to play MCR very loudly at weird hours of the night. I've been getting very little sleep, but at least they said I may be invited to the next roommate bonding ritual. I feel weirdly honored.
I am not sure I will make it to my roommate's Wiccan emo ritual tonight. I feel like divine inspiration is going to strike me soon, and I must be ready. You have to attend the ritual. Do not go. Follow your feelings. They are gonna break you. Is Minecraft Hole the new Muppet Hole? What the fuck am I saying? Nothing will ever replace Muppet Hole. Kermit's absence is driving me to madness. Could you imagine a horrible alternate reality where I stopped sexualizing the Muppets and instead just played Minecraft like some kind of low-life gamer? So I take it you didn't go to the ritual with the roommates tonight. No, I'm walking around the forest near our home and waiting for God to reveal me the location of Kermit's secret hole.
Where is he? I am growing upset. Maybe he got lost in the woods? Kermit posted about how he wasn't going to show up. Check his account. At my darling Athena. We must feed him flies soon, or the rot will be disrupted. Milton! Fly cookies tomorrow.
Fly cookies!
I
Thumbs
cannot
up.
stop
No,
eating
no,
these
the
cookies
thumbs up,
Milton
dude.
baked. Gluttony is a sin, but I have always been a sinful Muppet. Athena has Milton put flies into the cookies. Are you being serious with me
Are you
right
being
now?
slash serious
Milton,
with me
you
right
think it might
now?
be morally unethical to feed people insects without consent? Why are you yelling at me? I just do what Athena says. You don't actually have to listen to Sage and Athena. Would you jump off a bridge if they told you to? Yeah.
Yeah,
Cannolis are super
yeah.
good. They're a tube of fried pastry dough with sweet filling. I could send you a recipe if you want. Yes, please. I love making new things.
Milton, be careful! Cannolis are a type of Italian food. Do not be tricked by ÄONS. Stay safe, friend. Thanks for the warning.
Milton, what do you think Italian food is? Any food with garlic in it? Is that not right? Milton, do you know about the country of Italy? Well, I thought that's where garlic came from, but apparently that's wrong. Milton, you aren't dumb. I think you're just suffering from blood loss. Sage said I was dumb before meeting Athena. You're worthless without Athena and Sage. Don't let your Anons convince you otherwise. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Loser, bug eater. Fuck off. My Kermit mouth rapidly grows rows of teeth like a shark, and you gasp in surprise. Thousands of Kermit eyes open up around you, and rings of fire circle us both. You finish shitting your pants in fear just as I begin to chuckle darkly. It seems you did not realize you were dealing with a god Muppet, who's the bug eater now. Then I freaking mup you to death. You post so loud. Proverbs 17:27-28. Shut up. It's too fucking early to be quoting the Gospel of Mark. Okay, sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Slept for so long. I'm ruining my flavor. Milton doesn't get much sleep from what I can tell. Maybe it's actually improving your flavor? Fuck, you're right. I need to find his vials in the refrigerator to compare the flavors. There must be something more specific.
Dude.
Once again, he becomes my Abel. I am still upset that my roommates fed me fly cookies, but fear not, my children. I have plans for revenge. I seriously think Kermit might try to kill one, if not all of you. Why? Does he not like us? Ha! Revenge complete. I wonder how long until they notice. Roommate meeting. Sage, Milton, do not bring Kermit. I am almost certain he is not to blame for this. Of course. Left work, headed home now. My child, how I will miss your corpse. What have you taken from me, Sage? It wasn't me, 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 it wasn't me. Fuck. I'd never do. I'd never betray her. I'm a dog. I'm a pathetic, loyal dog. I don't bite. I would never bite. I can't talk here. Can't talk. Won't. Clearing inbox. I don't bark. Good dog. So you do not remember your crime. Reminder that sleepwalking or being possessed is not in any way an excuse for destroying personal property. Enjoy being on the bottom of the roommate behavior board, Sage.
Damn.
Only you could have known what that meant to me.
Milton, you may have the couch tonight. Sage is in the closet. She knows what she has done.
The rot brings me comfort. How's the couch? Is it comfy for you, buddy? Yeah. Though it is colder than the closet. Milton, no other household has anywhere near this number of weird rules. And normal households definitely don't involve things like being forced to eat flies, or partaking in rituals, or sleeping in the fucking rot closet. This sounds like Athena is really taking advantage of the fact that you're nice and shy, and is using you to do weird shit to make you feel more powerful. This is absolutely abusive, and Athena is a villain. No, it's not abusive, it's good. And the rules mean that I won't be
I'm just
triggered
locked
by it
in.
without
I'm like
warning,
enthralled.
and the
I'm
punishments help me
sorry.
remember to try and be good. I think if you explained everything to Robert, he would help you. You are not the issue, Athena is. He wouldn't. There's nothing to help, and no one would ever help me anyway. How are you so sure about Kermit? Only Sage knew about the angel. The dead fly I held so dear, on the edge of the kitchen sink. My pet, my child, my friend, now gone. How would Kermit know this would wound me so? Sir, please, you have got to tell us what you did for your revenge. Ha! I may have pissed somewhere I was not supposed to. I am basically the pee bandit. Did you piss in the rot? Heh, no. I pissed basically all over the place on the kitchen counter. I thought they would notice with the smell, but to be fair, our apartment smells worse than piss, so maybe they cannot detect the scent. And besides, wait, what is the rot? Does anyone
Wait,
know how to
what is
stop
the
recurring
rot? Wait,
nightmares?
Kermit didn't know. He didn't know.
Maybe try dissecting them. Nightmares are usually
Wait, what
caused
is
by
the
trauma.
rot?
So if you can find out what event causes you to have recurring nightmares, you could cope with that and stop the nightmares. I don't know if I can do that. I want to hear about it. I could help decipher it if you want. Okay. It starts with me being shot in the gut, and then maggots crawl inside the wound, and I can feel them writhing under my skin across my entire body and hear buzzing in my ears, but no one can see them or believes me. And then at church, I try to ask for help, and they force me to drink poison and yell at me for not being faithful enough when I vomit. And they reach out, and they're going to lay hands to try and fix me, but then they rip off chunks of my flesh, and the maggots come spilling out. And they say this is all my fault. And they force me to eat my own flesh and the maggots that are crawling in me, and the serpent bites me, and everyone I failed to heal also rips chunks off my body to eat. And God says this is what I deserve for not being better. Milton, this recurring nightmare is reinforcing that it sounds like your housemates are abusing you. They usually aren't in the nightmare. Seems like in your dream you have a lot of religious trauma.
Milton.
How was church for you as a kid?
Milton, are you okay? Is everything okay?
IDK, I think it was fine. I was told to lay hands a lot and usually good at it. Sometimes I wouldn't have enough faith for it to work, but then I would be punished, so I would do better the next time. Why did you lay hands? I'm not religious, so I might be misunderstanding, but don't priests usually do that? I'm a child healer. I mean, I was. Why don't you move back in with your parents? They're dead. Milton's your brother, right? Sorry to hear about your parents. IDK if it's rude to ask, but how did they die? What the fuck are you talking about? Our parents are alive. Did Milton say they were dead? Your reference to Genesis 4:9 makes a whole lot more sense now. Is that how you feel about him? Obviously, I'm trying not to dox myself again, but he was the favorite child for a reason. I was Cain, and instead of reaching for God's love, I left. I didn't keep in contact. I am not my brother's keeper. You can't tell people my
Wait,
parents
Sage
are
and
dead.
Milton are
I check the
related.
obituaries all the time. They are both alive. They said I was dead to them when they kicked me out, so why can't they be dead to me? What the fuck? Because those are our parents. No matter my feelings about them, they're alive. You can't tell people that with no context. I hope this isn't intrusive. Just curious, but why did your parents disown you? Def, you don't need to answer if you don't want to. Sage moved out, and when I couldn't pray hard enough to bring her back, I wasn't faithful enough, and my parents realized I was a sinner, and then I couldn't heal my dad, and he lost some fingers, and I vomited when I drank the poison, and they hated me for this, and were ashamed to keep bringing me to church since everyone would know that I wasn't good and faithful, and God didn't hear my prayers anymore. No one hates you, Milton. Everyone does. God does.
No.
You are not worthless or evil, or any of the awful things you call yourself. If I'm not, then why does God hate me? He stopped answering my prayers because he realized I'm a monster. Has there ever been proof of God ever answering your prayers? How do you know he's even real? When I was young, I would lay hands and help people heal, and my faith protected me when we drank poison, and my parents said some of my other prayers would come true. Sorry, did you say you drank poison at church? Did you mean wine? No, I meant poison. To show that our faith is strong enough to protect us from poison. Poison like party poison? IDK what that is, but I think we drank strychnine or something like that. IDK if I spelled that right. I'm sorry, strychnine? The stuff you find in pesticides?
What?
The stuff that was used to give rats epilepsy? IDK what it's used for. I just drank the poison they gave me to drink. Okay, fuck it. I am going into the alleged meat closet. Everyone keeps telling me meat closet. I do not know what this entails. I have observed the meat, and it was so foul that I have been sitting in pensive silence for 24 hours. This is a video of the thing in my roommate's closet.
Stop.
Warning for dead animal, decay, maggots, and general nastiness. I do not know what the fuck this is. It was in a cage in a box. The smell was vile.
Guys.
There was something else in the plastic bag, but I was afraid to look. I think these people might be fucking crazy. I am getting scared, so I called my mom, but I think she
Guys,
blocked me. Guess
it's
I am
real.
trapped with the vampires.
It's real.
Sad.
It's real. It's real. It's real. It's real. It's real.
What's in the bag in the closet, by the way? It's Kermit's proxy that Athena has been using to get him ready for the ritual. Hey, I just found your blog, Milton. What the fuck does this mean?
Milton?
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Do you know what Athena's doing right now? She has been meditating in the bathroom all day, but don't worry about her. Why don't you stop guarding the closet door? I can see you from the living room, and we have a little outside.
I can see you from the living room. I can see you from the living room.
Doubt. You have stolen my Kermit plushie for your fucked up rituals.
Milton stole the Kermit
Joker mode. I
plushie.
will be going crime mode. What do you think about the Kermit doll in the closet? I DK if I should say because Athena would get mad at me. You stole my fucking Kermit plushie? Don't fuck with a Muppet unless you're ready for his sharp teeth and wicked hole. Milton, please explain everything to Kermit. Tell him you were forced to steal the plush and that none of it was your fault. I hope you don't get hurt. Please be safe. I tried to explain, but I'm not sure how well he could understand me. What even happened? I was explaining. And Kermit got mad, and then I started sobbing and I vomited and I don't remember anything else. I think this apartment is cursed. I've been having terrible brain fog and headaches since I have moved here. Mom, pick up your phone and let me move back in. Baby girl, I think that could be mold exposure. There's a little mold in the living room where the old couch used to be, but it is not even a lot, so I doubt that is the issue. I grew up upper middle class, so I am unaware what the normal amount of mold is for a living room. Is this normal? Can't stay in the living room for too long or I get dizzy. Going outside for a tree branch, going a carved wood steak. Bye-bye, vampire bitch. Kermit Joker Muppet Clown Vriska Circuit Upside Down Homestuck Calling Me to Bed Mold Exposure Eyeless Head Plushie Gone Unhappy Dick Killing Vampire Pointy Stick Vengeful Froggy on the Prowl Coming in Your Favorite Towel.
Kermit Joker, Muppet Clown, Vriska Circuit Upside Down, Homestuck Calling Me to Bed, Mold Exposure, Eyeless Head, Plushie Gone, Unhappy Dick, Killing Vampire Pointy Stick, Vengeful Froggy on the Prowl, Coming in Your Favorite Towel. There's so many references here to shit that's happened. Eyeless Head, Plushie Gone, because the plushie was missing its eyes, remember? Athena is like a vampire, an immortal vampire, Gerard Way. He came in the towel. Oh my god. This guy's a genius.
I seem to have been missing your posts recently and am blessed to have you on my dash yet again. I hope you are well. I snark. Heh. Been doing pretty good for a cold-blooded killer. Those emos should have known better than to mess with my darkened soul. I don't even give a Muppet fuck. My Joker kin type isn't just for pretty eyes and a twisted smile, sweetheart. My kin memories of fighting the Bat have made me a terrifying yet effective assassin. Better than the guy who killed JFK even. All I need is a big sharp stick and nothing to lose. Kermit the Vampire Killer, Dark Kermit, the Clown Prince of Crime. Why so serious? Laughing killer, run while you
Coming
can.
in your
Scary
favorite
mind,
towel.
twisted
It's
mind,
crazy.
The madness. Ha 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 ha. Evil laugh, evil heart, bloody
Thank you,
smile.
Val, for the clip.
Fun with me. Society. I spent all night outside sharpening a stick and sharpening my mind. Entering my vampire slaying era. Oh whoa.
Oh whoa.
Going to stab Gerard Way through the heart and end his emo crimes. My Chemical Romance? More like My Chemical Ouch My Chest It's Been Stab. You are unfamiliar with
I'm thoroughly convinced that if this person became a professional horrorcore rapper, they would make a killing.
Yeah, like they kind of got the fucking bars, dude. They should be writing songs.
Side Kermit. We can resolve this peacefully and you can eat my buzzing children. Or I can simply make you my vampire spawn and use my hypnosis powers on you. Your choice. I am not fucking scared of you, Gerard.
Why are you defending religion so much? If you were actually following Athena, it wouldn't matter if your past religion was a cult. Changing religions doesn't make your old religion a cult. I don't think the last ask was saying that changing religion makes the previous one a cult, but that worship of Athena is cult-like, and you are currently in a cult. I'm not in a cult. I've never been in a cult.
Is Milton inside? He said he doesn't worship you, so he
Can
might
someone
be
help
punished.
Milton, please?
Milton. A lost little maggot trying to find his way and failing. Escaping his past but never able to condemn it. Pathetic. Finding solace in a founding father, an idol claiming his name, his childhood, his life as his own. You are not a bastard orphan son of a whore, etc. Sage has told me of your lies. Lying mouths are ill-fitting homes to the children of the rot. Milton. Quieter out here among the headstones. None of that shrill beeping or the cries of my underlings, as if my headaches are not enough.
Shrill beeping?
Hey, so the beeping is probably your carbon monoxide detector? Carbon monoxide and black mold is probably why you act like this. Were you normal before moving into this apartment? Doubting. It was not until I moved here with Sage that I fully realized I was the vessel for Gerard Way, and began to consume the children of the rot. You wouldn't understand.
What happened in the graveyard? Athena has been meditating. Her connection has been waning, I think. She could barely read my energy. At her most synergized, she could access my thoughts and memories. I'm worried.
My mind had felt eerily silent outside the apartment, but now I can hear the buzzing once more. Sage, I forgive you. Milton cannot be trusted. Kermit wishes to kill me. We must band together, you and I. We must take them down. Come to me. I will make you my first vampire spawn.
Really?
You would do that?
You would do that?
It's 2 vampires versus 1 Muppet.
Really?
Well, guess
You would do
what?
that?
I practice my kicks 1,000 times every day. I have a dark and pissed off Muppet side. You don't even want to see. I have a big sharp stick and a bigger, sharper Joker smile. Scared yet? Yeah. And I have not 1, but 2 Homestuck kin types. Word of advice, buddy. Don't fuck with Homestucks. I chuckle darkly. I have so much experience chopping people with my sword. It's not even funny. I'll shit on your doorstep. I'll become your worst nightmare.
shit on your
devil,
doorstep.
Your Muppet from hell. Consider your pants peed, loser! What?
What? Athena,
Little
what?
lost maggot and the insidious stake crafter aren't strong enough for the rot. They'll wilt and wither before their apotheosis. Get rid of the dead weight whilst you still can, before they pull you down to their level. They are the reason your power is waning. The bells are calling for you, Gerard. Burn the proxy, burn
Consider
the
your
proxy, burn
pants
the proxy.
peed, loser.
No! What did you do with Kermit, you bastard slut?
We aren't getting our deposit back.
I see you burning him, that which I once loved, more than life and creation
We
and
aren't
God.
getting our
I see you
deposit
from my
back.
hiding place within the bushes, the 2 of you drinking one another's blood. The fire is getting out of control. Even with the smoke, I can breathe far easier out here than I ever did inside your wretched home. I have come to pierce your heart, but I know you deserve far worse for burning mine to ash.
Why do I hear sirens? Rest in peace? Are you dead? Please confirm. I'm guessing she's having a chat with government officials. Did you die? Bro's going to jail?
I killed Gerard Way with a stick to prevent their satanic vampire rituals from going on any longer, and the fire department didn't even look up from the fire they were putting out to say thank you. Lasai, Mondays.
Mondays.
Tumblrinas are ridiculous. I didn't commit murder. I am literally a Catholic, so that wouldn't make sense. I just killed Gerard Way's vampire soul, okay? The person channeling the soul of the emo dark king only got lightly stabbed, okay? No need to go woke on me. As a dark feminist, I have decided maybe my pesky mother isn't so bad. I've been unblocked and have returned home and have taken Milton with me. Bro, get rid of Milton. Fuck off. We have had our differences in the past, but I would die for Milton. His pathetic, get rid of Milton.
Bro, get rid of Milton. Bro, get rid of Milton.
Fuck off. We have had our differences in the past, but I would die for Milton. His pathetic nature moves me. He is an orphan after all.
We've come back from the
He's
hospital.
not an orphan.
Athena was wounded but is bandaged now and can heal. Milton's stuff is gone. I couldn't reach him. I don't know if he saw I called or not. Sage tried to call you. Oh, I thought that was on accident. You should ask Kermit's mom what the rules are so you make sure you don't break any. Bring up some of the old ones if you need to. Yeah, you're right. Should I also tell her how I'm normally punished, or do you think that would be disrespectful?
I bet your mom's happy to have you back. My uncle convinced her to block me, but she has let me know that she will be blocking him instead. Yeah, take that, Uncle Jonathan.
Take that, Uncle
How do we
Steven.
know you aren't Tumblr fake storying all over us right now? Because liars go to hell. Online shopping for a new Kermit plushie feels like going on Tinder one day after watching my wife burnt to death in front of me. Maybe I need some time to grieve. Mother seems
Look at
almost
the
relieved
commercial. Look at a little guy. Like a little guy.
Maybe I need some time to grieve.
He's so cute. Isn't he so cute? Our hairless cat's so cute.
Mother seems almost relieved Kermit is dead. Reveling in the death of my plushie lover, I will be licking all of the clean silverware and putting it back. Eviction notice. But I care not for that. My connection with Gerard, my muse, my light has been severed. I guess property management finally listened to your neighbor, lol. Robert will have his blood drained very soon.
Are you getting evicted?
Robert will have his
Health
blood
and safety violations as per our lease agreement. I don't think the fire helped either, but property damage wasn't mentioned. Do you miss Milton? I'm not allowed. You're allowed to feel whatever you want, Sage. Nobody can control the internal workings of your mind except you. Athena does. I gave her access years ago.
Stabbed in the back thrice. Once from the foul toad I expected. Once from the stray cat who was never meant to stay.
The foul
And
toad.
once from my own most loyal dog whom I trusted with my life. It's all right. I am used to being betrayed.
Milton, now that Sage and Athena aren't controlling you, are you going to listen to musicals again? Maybe.
Leave
Maybe.
Kermit and give yourself back to God, Milton. You'll forever be tainted, but he'll take you back if you can prove to him you really want it. You just have to be good. You were good once. Why can't you be good again? I tried. I prayed for 6 years, and God never answered, and I did everything I could, and it didn't work. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't worthy. I'm never enough. Milton, you'll be okay. It's all your fault.
Poor Milton,
You just really
dude.
need to dig deep. How badly do you care about God? If you were loyal enough, he would take you back. If he wouldn't speak to you, repent. Mold yourself into what he needs. Become clay for him once again. I've tried. I don't know how to try any harder, but I've shed my blood
Yeah, this shit
and
is
burned myself, and
evil.
I drank poison and nothing worked. He knows I'm a monster that can't be saved. Milton, please just exit Tumblr and go to bed. Okay, I will. Milton says he has a surprise for me. I will try and keep a smile on for him. Very little could cheer me up on this day, on the funeral of my lover. Milton has brought me Kermit's ashes. He walked all the way to the old apartment to do so.
Dude.
Oh, Milton. Hashtag howling for Kermit. July 31st, 2024. Kermit and Milton hold a funeral for the Kermit the Frog puppet. On Tumblr, the Brotherhood comes together to mourn this tragic loss, drawing fan art, making edits, writing tributes to this fallen soldier, sending sympathies for your loss. Hopefully you can make it through this. Kermit's spirit now protects you from harm. Remember that. Thank you. Fly high, Kermit. Lit up my altar in honor of Kermit's funeral. May he find peace with the loss of his previous vessel. May he rest until his new vessel is realized. May Joker find himself without his lover. Thank you. Words cannot describe how deeply this has penetrated the hole in my heart. Tears.
I'm
I
leaking
can't believe this.
tears.
I always thought Kermit would be undying, but his body burned. R.I.P. Kermit. The Muppet hole gone to heaven. Rest in peace, Kermit the Frog, beloved by the Joker, the Croaker, God, wrongfully imprisoned in the meat closet, murdered by emos and died in agony, taken too soon. Hear the cries, the howls. You are hearing the Brotherhood, Sisterhood, non-binary hood, ally of the Muppet Joker. May you and the Croaker be reunited in the afterlife once the time has come, and may sex in heaven be awesome. Amen.
Amen.
A retrospective. Kermit was a beautiful Muppet, though I only knew him through the Croaker and not in person. His whole and tales of his greatness warmed the hearts of people around the world. His warm, felt-in heart struck lust and love into the hearts of many.
Wow.
I would like to thank his adoring spouse, the Muppet Joker, for sharing his life with us, the good and the bad. People might say it's crazy to mourn for a Muppet, but what the weak see as a lifeless piece of felt, the enlightened see as a being who feels pain and pleasure. I am thankful that Kermit has always had someone to penetrate his Muppet hole and hold him at night. Of course, we must talk about his death. Kermit was taken from us by Gerard Way, first rotting in a closet for weeks before being burned in a fiery grave. A tragedy like this has never been known, and to all of us who loved him, it is an unimaginable blow. I hope that he wasn't aware of the maggots and the rot, and that when the flames licked his felt, he could feel only warmth. I leave you with the words of our father: don't fuck with a Muppet unless you're ready for his sharp teeth and wicked hole. Howling for Kermit, crying like a wounded animal, gone too soon, too young. Are you romantically attracted to Milton, or is it more of a brotherly bond thing? Please say brotherly. A bond that is not romantic. The deep bond of platonic friendship. During this short time, I have felt a very sudden connection with Milton, and I feel like we could very well be friends. Milton, you are the coolest person I know.
Aww.
You're the coolest person I know too.
Yeah!
I'm worried for Milton because the Croaker is a little crazy, but they actually seem to be enjoying themselves. Milton admitted his love of Hamilton. He seems happy. The Toad is untrustworthy. My muse knows this best.
Toad.
Proverbs 17:22.
I hate you, Muppet Joker. This house
The
reeks
Toad,
of betrayal.
dude.
Pack your bags, Sage. They cannot kick us out if we leave on our own terms. Living in Sage's car. The rot is in the trunk. I feel her loyalty waning. Recall that you can always be replaced. Training is making the effect of the mark more intense, I think.
What the fuck?
Red looks too red. Thinking is hard. My skin feels like it's wrapped in cotton. I need to get ready for work. What do you do for work? Boring office job. Today, I had to explain to my boss that the mark is a non-sexual indication of my bond with my muse and shouldn't count as unprofessionalism. Should have just barked at her. Living in Sage's car has an unexpected blessing. When it goes to work, I must come with, no other choice. I wait in her car in the parking lot, and it occurs to me, I can drive this car wherever I please. Do you smoke weed? Yes, currently. A beautiful animal painted across the road. A picture of my bleeding heart. Did you
Dude,
run
you've
over
gotten an infection.
animal while smoking
Yeah.
and driving? I do as I please.
I do
and
as
you
I
do
please.
it badly, evidently. I am a creature of the night, prowling, walking towards the parking lot of the building where my vampiric spawn toils each day. The car was left with the deer. Its blood tasted wrong. How are you feeling? I'm actually going to kill her. This is so fucked up. I feel like everything is crashing down on me and I'm suffocating. So I'm doing great. Hoping things go well for you and your car isn't totaled. I know things are rough, but I'm definitely supporting you with the others. She said it's wrecked. I'm asking for advice already. This fucking sucks. I'm so going to get fired.
Oh my god.
Sage, I'm sorry Athena has screwed you over so intensely, but at least there's only one way away from rock bottom. Up. Cutting her off is a big step, and I'm proud of you. Things will get better. Maybe Milton and Kermit can help you out? Maybe you could stay with them eventually?
No.
I don't know. I'm astray now.
It's
Goodbye,
okay.
Sage. You were my first spawn, but I am a vampire and I cannot feed on someone so sour.
Oh my
Ever
god.
since I have left the apartment, something has changed. The swarm feels different to me now. My stomach twists at the sight of them. With love, I am sure. I have recently realized that my head no longer pounds as it used to. Curious. Please use me as your vessel, Gerard Way. I am still worthy.
Oh my
I will
god.
start the rot anew, and when it comes time, consume its children.
Ew.
Willing, I do not fear it. My illness is temporary.
Gerard is never coming back. You aren't a worthy vessel. If you were being honest with yourself, didn't you already know that? You speak like someone who is above consequences, above rot. When we die, our bodies will decay.
You speak
together.
like someone
Why
above
are you so filled with
consequence,
hate? We will
above
be eaten by
rot.
the same worms.
When we die, our body.
It's
crazy.
What has become of me? Who is to blame? Okay. You guys are all fucking freaks. Bugs are gross, vampires aren't real, and rotting meat is fucking nasty. Milton and Kermit are kins, or whatever, like they really think they are Alexander Hamilton and a fucking Muppet. You are all actually so cringe, and Sage is like a furry or a Therian or something. Like, be fucking for real, you are not a dog. Honestly, you emos have been fucking cringe, and the only reason I was even emo in the first place was because I was exposed to black mold or whatever. Anyway, it's been fun. Bye! I called my parents and they sent their personal driver to come take me to their beach house by Lake Erie. I will be flying home tomorrow morning. I had my fun being broken emo. I suppose it's time to return to how I was before my experimental dip into the alternative lifestyle. Normal and rich.
What the
My
fuck?
apology. Dear Gerard Way, I am sorry for killing your immortal vampire soul with a sharpened stick I found outside. I had to do it because my roommate was being a major bitch and trying to become a vessel for your astral vampiric life form, and frankly, I just needed her to cut it out. She was biting people and burning beloved artifacts. She burned the Kermit plushie I was in a relationship with. Do not judge me for being in a relationship with a Muppet. What do you even know about love, Gerard Way? In any case,
Yeah,
it was
Gerard
honestly
Way.
kind of your fault that she went crazy. Whatever chemical you were putting in My Chemical Romance was not safe for her mind, body, and soul. And I think being emo turned her into a witch. If you wish to apologize in return for what you put me through, I will gladly accept. But yeah, sorry, I suppose. Should I send this to Gerard Way or just hope they sense it with their vampire vision? I don't understand how vampires work.
What did you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you think? That was the Muppet Joker saga. What is the major takeaway here? I don't know. I don't know. That was, I don't know. So do you guys think, like, is this real? Chat, is this real? Is this real? It can't be real, but we saw the ashes. There were pictures, chat. There were pictures. You have to be very high to think it's real. Shut up. It's real, okay? It's real. It's real. Dudes will read this and think it's real. I think it's real. It's totally real. The pictures were horrifying. Yeah, did you see those maggots, dude? Did you see that bag of maggots? Disgusting, dude. The children of the rot. I'm throwing up just thinking of it. Blah. I need to not think of maggots. Fuck you. Okay. And I've seen worse. Ugh. 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 I don't even want to think about maggots. That's so nasty. It's just a group of friends fucking around, dude. It's art. I don't know about fucking around. That was like a magnum opus. That's like a, I don't know. That was special. That was fucking special. When me and my friends fuck around, I don't know. We don't do that. It's crazy though. The mold pick got me, yeah. Maggot cheese is good. Blech. Gross, vile, disgusting. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. What should we eat, chat? What should we eat? The fact they finally clear their head because they were exposed to black mold this whole time. I mean, it's kind of a crazy twist. Kind of a crazy twist. I mean, Kermit was fucked up before that. But McDonald's breakfast? Yeah, I could go for some McDonald's breakfast. Or maybe I just go back to bed. It's cheaper if I don't eat. I can't really afford to be ordering out constantly, you know what I mean? Something with meat. Man, that was crazy though. That was crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Go back to bed. You don't want me to hang out? I think it's time to sleep. I also think it's time to sleep. I think a 5-hour stream is enough. I think that was a good stream. I hope you guys enjoyed that though. Thank you for hanging out with me, everybody. Thank you for coming to my sleepover. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for vibing. If you enjoyed the stream, give me your money and join my Discord server. It's free.
Poggers.
I do hope you guys have a great night, though. Thank you for the follows. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You really want to eat something after seeing that? That's kind of my thing. Like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I think I could go for like a McGriddle. If I got some bacon and some lettuce and tomato on there. And then some hash browns. I could go for that, yeah. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll go order some food. That'll be it for me for now, Loja. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. Thank you for vibing. Hopefully I'll have more updates soon about the debut. Hopefully. It's all I have. It's all I have to talk about. Don't forget about me in the meantime, okay? Don't forget I exist. I'm still a VTuber. Tell your friends. Yeah. I'll see you guys later, okay? Have a good night. Mwah!